And we are live.
Okay, glad I stopped talking about it there.
Hi. Speaking of being carried around.
Yep.
I'm being carried around at the moment.
You're being assisted. I'm being dragged around at the moment.
You're dead on the ground.
On like another plane of existence or whatever. We don't
He's
know.
not dead.
You don't know that.
Even I don't know
I have
that.
questions, Rojan.
I am sure everybody has a lot of questions.
Minako, for once in her life, she's gonna go first today.
You think?
That's the plan.
So it's been a couple sessions, but we have the entire crew here once again.
I got curly fries.
You know, normally I'm not a fan of curly fries, but for some reason I'm jealous right now.
No, curly fries are the best fries.
I know why. I'm sick. And when I'm sick, I do nothing but eat.
No, curly fries are great.
I turn into even a bigger trash mammal than I am normally. It's like, if it's in front of me, I see it, I just consume it. I don't even think about it.
You want to tell me about eating trash? I was in Gila Bend at like 1 a.m, having the nastiest gas station hot dog, but I needed to eat.
No, you didn't.
Hey.
At Gila Bend?
That's because it's a
Yeah.
gas station hot
What's wrong
dog.
with you?
Yeah, but I also needed to eat because I
Why would
still
you
had
risk
2
that?
hours.
24-hour Jack in the Crack.
Because
Yeah.
I had
Drive
there's no
for
Jack
the
in the
Jack
Box.
in the Box.
There's no Jack in the Box in Gila Bend.
Then you starve. You do not eat at Gila Bend.
Nah, fuck you.
Sorry, guys. You
This
do
was-
start
this
from
was-
California.
This is
That is
1 a.m.
a super junky ass fucking nowhere town.
We have Carl's Jr. there.
Gila Bend is yeah.
Okay, to be fair,
You have a Carl's Jr.
to be fair, I
Close.
would much
It
rather
was
have
1 a.m.
To be fair, I would much rather have a hot dog from a gas
I'm sorry.
station than Carl's Jr.
You're fucking high.
Maybe it's because the Carl's Jr. that's over by me is absolute trash and doesn't know how to make a burger.
A lot of Carl's Jr.'s are that way.
Like, it's like you order a burger and they just give you like a sheet of charcoal.
No, you just been indoctrinated by the dog shit that's in and out.
I
don't know. As someone that lives in a province that's like 85% sketchy mountain villages, gas station food is like my entire diet when I'm not at home. So it sounds great to me.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's fair.
I am a normal enjoyer of 7-Eleven hot dogs. Like, I can't
Circle
get
K
enough
hot
of those.
dogs. Circle K hot dogs usually bussin', but they didn't have like the ballpark Frank ones, so I had to get like a different kind of like hot dog, and that's where it went wrong.
This is
But
chaos.
when they have the like the ballpark Franks, those are all those things.
Now
Smack.
there is one thing I will never ever eat, and that is gas station sushi.
Well, that's
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Come on.
And we know next year's Extra Life
No.
stretch goal.
No,
We
no.
have look, come on, have some self-respect at least.
Now, if it's going to be a stretch goal, then it has to not only be gas station sushi, but from a gas station in a landlocked state.
Look,
Because
I'm not
states
gonna
don't-
go. I'm not gonna go out to a landlocked state, get sushi, and bring it back here to eat it on camera for Extra Life.
No, I'll deliver
No.
it.
Yeah, just DoorDash it. Spend a couple of $1,000.
So moving on.
No, me personally.
and moving
I'll
on.
deliver.
So, last time we were here, travel finally got underway after a bit of a hiccup with running into a sandstorm and then a dragon and a dune mimic. The dragon employing you in a sense to recover a stolen egg that had been stolen from it from a small village to the southeast. From what the dragon wanted, it wanted you to inflict as much chaos and as much harm as possible to these people, to make them pay for their betrayal. But due to some words from Syra, it agreed to let you attempt to obtain the egg without much, if any, violence at all. Heading out on the skiff and the bikes, or the bikes and the bike and the skiff, you came across a strange obelisk, seemingly uncovered in the middle of the desert from the recent sandstorm. Giving into curiosity, everyone decided that it would be best to investigate. And it was at this time that Minako used a wish in order to grant herself true sight. Something that is currently more of an affliction than a blessing, as she's not necessarily used to it, as she's getting way too much information at once. But it allowed her to see into another plane where she could see numerous beings walking around, almost all elven. The obelisk in the center was touched by, I believe it was Callian first. And Reiju saw like a second form of her split off to the side.
Reiju did it.
And then that seemed to catch the attention of those, like the beings around the obelisk. Callie was pulled away from the obelisk and sort of caused a bit of confusion to these beings. After deciphering some of the glyphs around the obelisk, Reiju touched or laid her hand upon it, and one of the ethereals went over to the duplication of Reiju, sort of her spirit or an ethereal whatever, and grabbed her and pulled it away from the obelisk, which caused Reiju to faint, fall unconscious, unresponsive to anybody's attempts to wake her up. And as we start today, those of you who are not ghosted at the moment see Reiju just collapse to the ground, just crumple, as if like all muscle control has been lost.
Is she? Oh, we can't see. We see her.
You see her corporeal body. You see just, normal Reiju.
Okay.
Her
Callie
eyes
rushed up and caught me.
her eyes are still open, but just with like a very glassed over look to them.
Minako's gonna walk over,
I'd
Take
like
her-
to- Sorry, go ahead.
take her ring and remove the pendant and start searching for any important documents that might be confidential information. And
Wait,
she'll
wait,
like,
no. Are you searching Reiju's body right now?
yes.
No, that does not happen because Sarah will step in front of you if you start trying to rifle through her shit.
I believe Callie actually.
Yeah, Callie has a
caught
has a
at
hold
the
of
end
her.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Congress,
Callie's
yeah.
not gonna allow that either. Just saying. So yeah, I'm gonna put myself.
Do mine and take her pendant and her communication ring.
I don't see any reason why we need to do that. What
What's
are you doing?
happening? What
Do
happened to her?
you
Just let me check her out. Can I do a medicine check to see?
It's
what's
almost
going on?
like I told you, don't touch this, and she went and did it.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you,
Like
like,
what?
we-
What can you see?
We didn't know
I
anything
told-
was gonna happen.
Excuse me, I told you when Callian was touching it that I saw her, what I assume is her soul, start leaving her body, and then when she took it back, Callian confirmed she felt a rush into her. Then this one, in her infinite wisdom, decided, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well, can you help us with the situation now, please?
No.
Do you see anything useful to help us?
and you see Reiju probably
What's
about
going on?
5 feet from you. Reiju, when you're pulled through, it's almost as if like you're pulled through a veil. And like your eyes glaze over for just a brief moment, and once the light fades, You're in this large, expansive town. Buildings as far as the eye can see. Very vibrant plant life all around you. You're still technically in the desert, but it's not the desert you're used to. And you could just see hundreds of elves of various types, high elves, wood elves, drow, just walking about, conversing with one another, having just a normal day in the village. The three that are around you are a bit younger in their years, kind of looking at you a bit confused as you look down and you're completely solid. We don't understand why. What? Who are you?
Apologies. My name is Reju. To whom am I speaking with? And where am I exactly?
Well, I'm Zahn, and these are my friends. But Reju, we don't understand. How did you get here?
If I look back, is that obelisk still there?
The obelisk is still there, but you notice that the obelisk isn't fully complete. It's like broken. You can see a bit of see a bit of like a singe mark around this around the breaking point, as if like something struck it.
Oh, well, that's peculiar. On when you grabbed me, what did I look like?
As you look like now. You just appeared. I mean, we saw some strange bird creature as well, but she vanished, and then...
Are you familiar with the people known as Hargravens?
Hargravens? I know of them, but normally they're not here. They keep to the mountain regions.
I am a traveler. I was traveling with a group of companions. This may seem a little weird, but we're from a desert place? This doesn't look like a desert.
No, this is a desert. He kind of like points out to in the horizon. You could still see sand dunes and stuff all around you, but even for a desert, it seems a hell of a lot more healthy than what you're used to seeing.
Less barren than I'm used to.
Less barren than a desert? Where are you from?
I would know the actual name of the continent, right?
Yeah.
Rojan?
I should too,
yeah.
but I sort of forgot that.
Yeah, I will.
Nobody,
I will,
like we haven't said it in...
Rabbit Gold?
Sure. That sounds about right.
Yeah, Rabbit Gold.
No, that is here.
Strange.
Indeed.
Wait a minute.
What?
What was the last big event that you know of that happened recently in these lands? Something extraordinary.
Oh, the last big event was the separation. That was a little under 200 years ago.
200 years ago. Yes, that sounds familiar. Friends know it as a cataclysm or a very bad time.
No, we knew of the coming cataclysm. That's why the separation happened, we, well, our leader, I guess you can call him. I don't know what you refer to your leaders as now, 200 years later. But with the use of his magic, we separated, created a duplication of the general proximity of our world that we can live in, while the rest of the world healed.
So this is not the ethereal plane as my friends first assumed.
Quasi-ethereal, I guess you can say.
That would
Not
make
necessarily
sense.
ethereal, but enough of an adjacent to the material that we are not in any danger.
Just out of curiosity, out of character, if I started to feel like I could float up a little bit, like will myself to float in the air.
You feel as if the standard laws of physics and nature still apply.
So the actual ethereal plane is not the overruling.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily ethereal plane, it's ethereal adjacent.
Pocket dimension almost.
Yeah, it's a pocket. It's technically a pocket. Yeah. Wait, so you touched that from
It
the
was-
material?
It was completed when I last checked.
Ooh. So that's what happens.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Actually, if you wouldn't mind just giving me a moment, and she will excuse herself to go up to the monolith again to put her hand on it.
And you put your hand on it and you're just touching a rock.
No hum, no ding.
No hum, no ding, no nothing. And Minako, you could see Reiju touching the stone after like conversing with like these 3 other elves. But it doesn't seem to be causing any sort of duplication on your side.
If she's able to see me, she can see my lips move, yes?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
ish.
How good she can do that right now is
Yeah.
different matter.
Yeah.
It's like even though she can see the ethereal, it's still
Yeah, it's still kind of
Wavy.
iffy. Like I'm gonna try and
it's like you're watching it. It's like you're watching TV and the signals kind of jank. So every now and then it kind of just wiggles.
yeah.
You're a
So-
glitch in the matrix.
Like I'll put my hand up in it, and judging from the last known locations of my friends, which I doubt is the correct one, but she's gonna try anyway. She's
Okay.
gonna try and mouth body. Just not say it out loud, but just
Did Minako catch that?
Let's go ahead and have Minako roll. Oh, let's do just straight wisdom.
Street wisdom. Okay.
Are they having the conversation right next to the obelisk still?
sort of,
That's
yeah.
a negative. I can tell you that.
Yeah, like everyone, like on the other side of the like on Reiju's side of the thing, they're all still technically near the obelisk.
Yeah,
But like
but-
Reiju maybe about a foot away from after trying to touch it.
I got an 8, and Minako has not relayed any information about that, by the way.
You could see that she's trying to say something to you, but your eyes still haven't fully adjusted to seeing everything.
Dumb bitch.
What?
If you can, not you.
No, I'm saying what as in because you said it out loud. So what?
Yeah, you're
is she doing?
staring off at the obelisk. You're obviously seeing something. What is it?
The fucking knife ears is trying to talk, even
Nope.
though she knows my vision's still blurry. Write it. If you can hear me, write it down.
And
Well,
on the other
if
side,
can't
you don't see anything. You don't see her. You don't hear her.
Could you describe what you're seeing? Are they hurting her? Is she being taken somewhere? What are they doing to her?
talking, and now she's trying to touch the obelisk to try to repeat the thing.
Oh, she's
Okay.
trying to get back to her body. Okay.
Well-
She's
Ooh,
trying.
Sounds like they're not harming her.
And
maybe.
that is the extent of where I'm helping.
Wait,
Okay.
Nina, can you just do one more thing for me, please? Just let me know if she reacts to this in any way.
It's-
And I'm gonna pinch her ear,
This is
like Reiju's body's ear.
you gotta slap it harder, at least like
So
punch it.
as you pinch the ear, Reiju, you can feel like something kind of like touch like the tip. It's not really not necessarily a pinch, but it's just that like phantom feeling.
The head shifts. It's like,
Yeah, you can't see anybody else, so you don't know. You just feel this phantom, like a fly just kind of like buzzed
Yeah.
your ear.
yes.
Ellie?
yes. Okay, there's still a connection. Okay.
Did she react to that?
No, Callie, I need you to do it harder. Just cross it.
Full on
What's
just
Kelly's
right
wisdom?
cross.
Her intelligence is real. Yeah, she'll maybe twist a little bit. Not trying to hurt Reiju, but
Yeah, and now this time, like you can feel like a little pang as like something is just like chomping on your ear.
Okay.
Minako's
Hmm.
slightly amused. There's still a connection. I've done my bit.
As
Okay,
that's
well, hold
good.
on. You're the only one who can actually see what's going on. What's her face look like? Is she
This
calm?
is
Is it just
Syra. This is her third strike.
Mina?
Nope.
I
So
really.
why are you
need
helping? Why are you even here?
to
Just
do
go back
this.
to the ship. I don't even give a shit anymore. Just go back. If you're not going to
Also-
help, then you're a hindrance.
Ruger. Oh, just as much as that one there. I believe Ruger can also help. I'm sure he'd be a lot more inclined.
Great. Bye.
And she'll just walk and like give everybody the finger, and she'll just go back to the ship.
all
Fuck
right,
you too.
and
Harry. Ken Ruger. Do you know where he is right now?
right here.
Oh, right. Sorry. distracted.
Ruger just kind of like holds up a wing. Yeah, I'm right here.
I didn't know if
It's been a month. Leave us alone.
No,
spacing
doesn't,
out or
he doesn't
something.
live
I
in
don't
my
know.
head anymore. He's just kind of just
yeah,
always around.
I'm a,
Right.
I'm a
That's
bit I'm a
right.
bit too big for the eye socket now. So
Right. Are you able to see into this plane?
yes, and I don't like it.
You don't. Why don't you like it?
Way too many people.
Okay. Do they look like they're hostile towards her, or right now?
No, they just look confused.
Okay.
There's a crowd gathering, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Wonder if they're not used to this. Like, that's not a normal thing or an everyday occurrence to them, perhaps.
If anything, Ruger just sees me pacing, like in front of the monolith.
Well, if she's not in immediate danger, then let's just take this step by step. I did a medicine check. I got a 21. What can I tell from that?
She's almost in like a stasis. Like she's alive, but almost a coma.
Okay. She's stable, but like her consciousness isn't there.
I have an idea. Not that I ever want to encourage the use of magic, but is anyone able to like speak telepathically or like send messages directly to a person? I mean, if she reacted wherever she is to pinching her ear, then there's still a connection there. So maybe if we talk to the body, we can talk to her.
Good idea. I don't lack that ability, but I remember Zelark saying he's from the Shadow Realm. Perhaps he could do something. As she looks
And
over to
as-
Zelark,
as
that's
you-
there.
As you say that, Zelark just kind of like poofs into reality again.
Perhaps we
Steps
shall
out of the
receive. Hey, bud.
shadows.
Yeah, it's almost as if like he walked through some sort of like shadow door, and he's just right there. Zelark, you've been wandering the shadow plane, the Shadowfall, for probably about a good 3-4 days now. But there's just this feeling that you had that you needed to go back. And now you're in a small courtyard surrounded by sand dunes with a large stone monolith raise you on the ground unconscious, and everybody looking a little concerned.
What I miss?
Oh, you weren't here? I thought that you were just like stealthing the whole time.
Okay, we got to talk about that at some point.
Yeah.
Let me catch you up.
What
Blah. I
happened
catch
with
him
Grandma?
up. I catch you up
Blah.
on everything.
Short version. The short
Blah.
5-minute version.
Yeah, we know you watch the VODs.
Yep.
Yes,
5
I
minutes
did.
later.
We don't need to go through that. It's a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, 5 minutes later. So then we found this obelisk, and now you know what happened.
Okay.
So can you help maybe communicating with her then, with your connection to the Shadow Realm, perhaps?
Just hold on a second. And quick question. Callie's holding Reiju, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Reiju touching
by this-
the monolith anymore?
No.
Have we tried touching the lifeless body back to the monolith?
That's a good thought. I'll pick up, or Callie, help.
Yep.
Okay, and we
Like,
smush
place
her
hand
face.
on it, or her
Oh,
face.
you're putting her
At some point, I'm just
Grab
kind
her
of
hand,
leaning
kinda
up
slam
against
it
it.
into the
just like,
monolith and hold it there.
Hey,
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. By this point in time, Snit would have knelt next to her and actually checked for vitals because I don't remember anything.
I did
actually
that.
Yeah,
being said.
I just
Yeah,
did
Sire
that.
did it. Sire did that.
Just
Okay,
got a
sorry.
21 on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's still breathing. There's still a pulse. There's still everything
She's
going
fine.
okay.
She's in a coma.
Okay.
Where were you? We went
I
over
don't know,
that.
but apparently I just didn't hear that.
troll ass screenshots to put on
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
I did that before, sir. I did that before.
Smush.
That's when
But
you were
I'll help move her.
okay,
Up to the
and
mo-
you place her hand on the monolith, but there doesn't necessarily seem to be any response to it.
This may not work, but I'm gonna try. I want to cast the invisibility on myself.
Okay. And you cast see invisibility,
Nothing changes.
looking around, nothing really changes.
Okay.
Reiju. Oh, okay. Go,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say after that, I just do a quick message spell to Reiju, and just say, go to the obelisk and touch it.
And you can hear Zelark just like pop into your head.
One moment, and I will also relay to them that I'm safe. It's very strange. It's almost like being in the past. And she'll touch the monolith.
We're pushing her hand again.
You try it and nothing happens.
Syra,
Swapping it against it.
Syra puts more of her body on it.
Like you now have like Reiju's like face and upper body kind of
Yeah.
plastered on it, and it still doesn't work.
Shit.
The image, though.
Yeah, it's funny.
Just like
against the
ramming
glass.
her head into the stone.
Like with the last little bit of energy, I just say valiant effort.
I don't think it's wise for any of us to go after her if there's not actually a way back. So
Agreed.
No.
rescue attempts are going to be tricky.
Eel bonk.
This might be
I-
something Reiju's going to have to figure out from her end, maybe with us
Yeah.
on this end as a message
Oh, yeah.
support. She
Rojan,
has
did
questions.
I get
I don't know.
hear a response?
Yes,
back?
you did.
Okay,
Yes, you did.
I wasn't sure about that. Sorry.
So you now know that the message spell can link the two, like link the caster and Reiju.
Good.
Mirix is gonna try something just shot in the dark. through the ring, gonna say, Reggie, can you still hear us?
Yep.
Oh, now that is a very, very
Oh.
reassuring voice.
Hi.
You hear
Thank
the
you,
voice.
Mirrors.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hi, Miniko, and I also say, Miniko, was that your idea to twist my ear?
No, that was Callian's.
Really?
It was Minna.
So,
Excuse me, Callian, it was your idea.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did it. It was me. I was just asking for Mina's help to see if you reacted in any way.
Miniko, I just want to say thank you.
Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Why'd you touch it after I told you not to do it?
okay, the point is,
Some-
are you being harmed right now?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Your body's over
least
here,
that.
hun. You're not with your body. Did you realize you left your body behind?
I kind of assumed that was going to happen when I told Callian to catch my body.
So
Oh,
as this conversation is going on, you feel a hand on your shoulder, Rachel.
Yes.
So you are the one who's causing the commotion in my city. Strange.
Can I have just one more moment? I apologize.
Oh,
My name is Reiji, by the way.
I am Rufalo.
Rufalo. It's
Rufalo
a pleasure to
Vanille.
meet you.
Rufialo.
Anyway, after hearing the voice, Minoko's is gonna be entertained. She's gonna walk back down, but she's gonna mold earth to make herself a chair and just watch.
Popcorn.
Syra, we were halfway through our trip, yeah? For the rest of the afternoon?
Were we? DM?
I'm sorry,
I
what
don't
was
remember.
that?
What I think
It's
we're
been a
on
while.
we're on the second leg of our journey,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yup.
If it might benefit you all, could you allow me to be selfish for just a little while
Oh,
longer?
here we fucking go.
What do you want to do?
I've met some interesting people, and
Okay.
I just need some time.
Dear, your
Are
body
they
is
of your
here.
people?
Can't exactly leave the body.
Can you?
Yeah, and you
You want us
may
to take
be-
your lifeless body into
could-
potential
we
danger and
could-
harm.
We could just
I'll
set
do
up
it.
camp.
You could set up camp or just leave me on the skiff for a little bit.
We can give you a day, yeah. Day and a night. Is that all right?
Well, we could. I mean, you're
Forget
safe
we have
now, but in an hour from now, you might not be. In 2 hours from now, you might never be able to return. We don't know.
Well, I
appreciate
think we
that,
should keep
Calvin.
her body at least nearby the obelisk and have Ruger at least keep an eye on her. That way, if we see anything falter on her end, we at least have a warning.
Well, as long as my normal body has the ring, you can communicate with me at any time. If it's getting to a certain point where you want to move on,
We did promise that dragon that we'd save her egg. So
exactly. And I know that that is another issue. So, depending on, I don't think they want to wait a whole week, but just a few hours at least.
yeah,
Fine.
there-
I just
Yeah.
have one extra question though. Just general curiosity, I guess, is do you want to stay behind because they're of your people?
No. Because it
Okay.
has memories of the past, information.
Oh,
okay.
well, that's something I want to know more about.
Yeah, learn what you
Alright.
can.
Yeah. I'll try and stay in
careful.
communication, and if anything really important comes up, you'll be the first to know.
Just
Also,
don't
you
wander
know-
too far, please.
Yeah, try to find a way back. Make that kind of a priority too.
That is the real issue, I'll
Miss-
admit.
I don't mean to interrupt whatever it is you're doing by talking into your hand. But who exactly are you and how did you come to be in this town?
My name is Reju Venil.
I am sorry.
My name
No, I heard you, but that doesn't make any sense. I have no daughters.
What about grandsires?
None that I am aware of. My son and his wife did leave the town before we did the separation.
I think this conversation is going to be very important. And I am just saying a few farewells.
Farewells for what?
I had traveling companions, and I came through that. It's whole on the other side.
Interesting.
Indeed.
I guess that would make sense, as it would act as an anchor.
As one of my friends would say, it is a place of power.
So, you are not dead. Far from it.
No. Though my body is on the other side.
Your body is perfectly safe.
Safe.
Yes, while all of our bodies are perfectly safe. You haven't discovered the resting chamber, I take it. And you know they haven't, because like the entirety of the town, aside from the monolith, is covered in
buried.
sand.
It has been 200 years and the weather has not been kind.
As we planned it. Well, if you are in connection with your friends still, that is a good sign. If they can search around, there should be a small runic block somewhere.
Runic block.
Yes, it has the rune of Earth inscribed on it. If one of them can activate it, it should recede the sands and reclaim the town.
Very well. Just so you know, it went down 2 feet beyond, and she kind of just points in and out, like where the stairs that she knows of.
And as you point to where the stairs are at, you could see this grand cathedral with like a downward stair access point.
It's just like 2 steps down, sand.
Yes, that would make sense, but that is a good precaution for us.
Yeah.
Or
So
that would be where the bodies are stored at the moment.
One moment, Mr. Vanille. Everybody,
Yep.
set up camp. Leave my body next to those steps there.
Okay.
At the ones that
No.
go down.
Have them take the body with you.
Take the body with them?
Do not leave your body unguarded in the desert. That's just asking for trouble.
Oh, okay. Just take my body inside the house.
Okay.
And
I'll say I'm not leaving your body out here
Yeah.
open the open.
I wasn't sure.
I was already thinking it.
Sorry, that was miscommunication on my part. My apologies. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a few hours.
All right.
Did you let them know
keep an
about
eye on
the rune block?
I will inform them of the room
Okay.
block.
So I'm gonna start looking around for a spot to set up. Is there anything nearby?
The courtyard itself is large enough for you to plop the house down in.
Okay. So I'll have Scrappy deploy the house, and just real quietly over the ring, Snit will say, "You better come back."
Or don't.
Scrappy opens his mouth, and the little tube shoots out, and the house forms and on a nice solid flat surface of the courtyard. Rooker snack time.
And when Mina says "or don't," if she's even looking at Snit, she may not be, but he's baring his teeth at her.
No, she's Minako has not left. Stop watching Reiju. Just walking around.
Yeah, basically
I'll-
wherever she is, people are glaring at her right now.
I'm taking Reggie's body into the house, and I'm going to put her in the hammock in the shop.
I almost thought you said you were gonna put her in the tube.
No.
That would have been hilarious. But
Let's
no.
remake her again.
Oh God, I'm gonna get pulled
We
away.
have the technology. We can make her better, stronger, faster.
But without
Dumber.
a soul.
Dumber.
So,
No, please not
yeah.
dumber.
Raise you with twice the mistakes.
Or no mistakes, just not doing anything, not cooking, not sewing, not doing anything.
She becomes the house.
So,
that's
I am
There's a
home.
joke to be made that I will not make.
so which group do you want to start with? The outside group or the Reiju group?
Let's go ahead and go with Reiju.
Okay.
So as you end the call and you turn around, the gentleman that was talking to you was rather tall, a drow, almost pushing about 6'2".
That's
Very-
about my height.
Very short, cut white hair, a soft, like clean shapen beard. Dressed in a long, dark blue robe, holding a staff that has a raven's claw, clutching what looks to be almost a diamond egg.
Say fashion is definitely still something that appreciates. Apologies. Where am I? Yes, as I said before, my name is Reju Venil, and I was raised at a monastery west by southwest from here.
A monastery, you say?
Yes.
Does not bode well. I take it that none of or either of your
No. I was raised by my adoptive father, one of the heads of the monastery.
That is a shame, but not surprising. I did warn him that what he was trying to do would quite possibly end his life, but the boy was always headstrong. Said he needed to do it. So at this point in time, I'm sad that I was right.
We all make our choices in life. That's what I've learned.
Indeed. Speaking of which, we may need to get you settled here.
Well, as my one main transportation is currently burnt, mayhaps it may behoove us to try and find other ways back.
That is the issue. I am not sure if there is a way back. I made this an almost permanent situation.
You're not the one who actually damaged it, right?
No, I am the one who damaged it. That was...
That was the failsafe.
No, it wasn't a failsafe. That was the spark that caused it.
Oh.
It is to separate our town from the material. Seems that
Ingenious.
the anchor point on the other side was not broken, and now acts as a gateway for people to enter here.
Should anybody be willing to take them in?
This is true, yes. So I will say, as long as you remain within the bounds of the city, your body is fine. If your friends can reach the chamber below where all of our bodies are stored. Your body will last until any of this is reversed.
Fair enough. Well, it may sound strange, but I happen to have met someone related to what caused all of this to happen. The name Nebella sound familiar?
I would not know. All I know is this was a collective effort. One that we caught wind of way too late.
She kind of shudders at the word collective. Collective? Or is it just collaboration?
It's more of a collaboration. Their name wasn't a collective. We just refer to them as a collective, as it wasn't just one peoples that did this.
Okay.
So it was spearheaded by the magisterium from Kamiroska.
You don't say.
I do say.
Had a run-in with a magisterium member. Although...
Not surprising they survived.
Yeah. Very strange creature. Illithid.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Good enough of that. Let's find a... He kind of looks around. Is this crowd still there?
They've kind of like dispersed a little bit. You still get like the occasional like onlooker and stuff, and you could tell that you are most definitely sticking out like a sore thumb here, because everyone else is in like very like finely crafted clothes and everything,
and I'm in my like white dress,
and you're like in a white dress, and it's got it's got, you know, stains and like battle damage from like the fight with the mimic, and they're just like, who's this random who's this pillar hobo?
Who the hell are you? Yeah, maybe finding a place to stay for a while might be best. First step.
I can have one of the homes readied for you. You have free access to the city, just you cannot leave the bounds of it on either side.
Oh. You happen to have a library?
Of course. Because he kind of points back towards the cathedral that had the downward staircase. You could see that like the upper section of it is just this expansive building with various like domed subsections. We have our own magisterium. While the Kamiroskins were attempting to do whatever it is they were seeking, we collected knowledge, research, began crafting some very advanced items and materials for our time anyway.
They might still be, considering that magic is frowned upon in most cities that I'm from. I'm almost afraid to walk in now just with my tattoos.
It's sad that people fear magic now. Well, in your part of the world. Here we still embrace it.
That is good.
Allow me to show you the let's just call it the resting chamber. You can get a sense of where your friends should put your body if they are to uncover it.
Okay.
Yeah. Regina, I have a question.
Mhm.
Once you're done,
Yeah.
would Minako know if she can interact with the plane or not?
You cannot interact with the plane. You're
Okay,
pretty
I was
much
just
you're,
asking,
you're a
if she
spectator.
didn't, yeah, if she didn't know, she was gonna start like prodding at the ghosts and like
Yeah,
a child.
like you prod at them and your finger just goes right through them.
Okay, yeah.
And he
Alright.
kind of like starts leading you down, or kind of starts walking with you down into the large staircase. As you do, you can see that there are various like almost mechanical creatures walking about. The farther down you go, a lot of them like almost like spider and crab-like designs, maintaining the structure. You see a couple of them like welding areas that may have taken damage. You see others reinforcing walls.
Those automatic
Automatons.
automatons.
Yes.
One of my friends has a companion like that for himself. He's known as a artificer.
No, we don't have artificers here. These are just normal machine creations that one of our guilds made. They're in charge of maintenance and security in this area.
She kind of frowns at the spider one, but kind of seems happy for the crab ones. It's like, huh. Appendages. So what can you tell me about your son, other than being stubborn and hard-headed? Maybe a name?
Lucan.
Lucan.
If he did remain with her, which I highly doubt the boy would leave her, I would hope I hope I'm correct in assuming that your mother's name would be Vestra.
That's true. I wouldn't know either of them. The one thing that was for certain was that they gave me a name.
Vestra was special. Not like the rest of our people.
Special as in, and her tattoos will glow.
Special as in, she was a being known as an Asimar. So, very heavily resembling one of, as he kind of points to you, our people.
That's fair. Yeah. A half divine being. That makes sense. What did they do for a living?
Much like the rest of us, we researched and collect knowledge. My son was obsessed with a point of interest up in the northwestern mountains. Apparently it contained something of a wondrous source of power. Something possibly related to dragons. The boy did love his dragons.
Funny you should mention dragons. I was recently employed by one. Something about their egg being stolen. We were about to go retrieve it. Or rather, my friends are about to, assuming.
And you, unfortunately, were sidetracked by touching the obelisk.
Well, let's just say I also have an affinity for gaining knowledge.
So the family curiosity continues down the line.
For better or worse.
Don't worry, we all touch things we shouldn't.
Learned that with the porcupine. Yeah. So, it's definitely more than I could have imagined. But so cut off. This place.
It's a bit of paradise. We wanted to keep as much of our society intact as possible when whatever machinations the Kamiroskins wrought upon our land. Though it seems that our fail-safes have yet to kick in. Which means either things are even more dangerous than we assumed, or something has gone horribly wrong.
Your mic cut off.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Oh, sorry. He said, or something went horribly wrong down in the resting chamber.
Well, considering that the barren wastelands that I currently lived in, weird to say, it's not as vibrant. It's very withered out there, and creatures walking around mutated, changed, rearranged. People either learn to survive in groups or learn to survive moving. It's very sparse.
The important thing is they're surviving. As you continue talking, you reach down to this bottom staircase, and this large iron door that spans probably across, a good 60 feet across and another good 60 feet high is in front of you. And he takes a staff and he taps it twice on the ground, and you can hear a bunch of gears clanking and steam being released as the door slowly folds away from itself into the walls. There's a bit of cool air that comes up from the door itself, as you can almost smell pure water down here. And he leads you down into the main chamber. You can just see this expansive room, soft metals just lining the walls in plates, securing it. Various automatons structured, assembling the structures and reinforcing them. In the back, against the very back wall, there is this huge, almost like bulbous creation, various arms reaching out placing these cylindrical tubes down on pedestals. Not pedestals, but I guess you would call them tables. Stone tables, as they're being created inside of it, and it's just reaching down and securing them down. Little robots come up, secure them in place, and you notice that these tubes are identical to that tube that you have in the house.
Now that's familiar.
What is that?
I've been in one of those.
You have?
Yeah. I have actually.
That is interesting. These are a creation of our own. This is what our bodies are in, and what is supposed to happen when the all clear is given, or the all clear is obtained, is our bodies are to be regenerated, brought back to the material.
So, hold on. If my body that's out on the real world were to go into that tube right now, while I'm in here,
Well, theoretically, you would rematerialize there. Though
because it's technically my
so
soul in here.
it has a one-time usage, and then it gets a little dangerous after multiple.
So a little bit of a strain. Yeah, apparently I was a little hurt, and one of my friends decided, for shits and giggles, just threw me in. I kind of went along with it. And the next morning, I came out covered in goo, cleaned myself up.
Regeneration. Good, it does work.
Yep.
Well, that is wonderful news for us. I was worried that these things did not work.
No one's tested it before?
We were pressed for time.
That's fair. Okay.
And it has a one-time usage for guaranteed safety, so it's not like we can ask somebody to risk their own lives in order for it to happen.
Fair. And you said there's a risk every time after, yes?
There is a risk, yes.
What is the variance on that?
Well, your body can just not reform. A mutated you can walk out.
That sounds familiar. With the cat that we have.
There is a chance that your body causes a horrible reaction and causes the cylinder to explode.
Okay. Good to know.
I would pray that one doesn't happen, because due to what's inside of this thing, it would cause destruction to everything in a 5-mile radius.
Probably good that we are in a desert then, a wasteland. Far
Yes.
from civilization.
Yes, but bad, because your friends and everybody who happened to be within 5 miles at the time would... let's just not talk about what would happen.
My mind's already fuzzled enough as it is. It doesn't need to be any worse than that.
But if you have one of these tubes at your disposal, could most definitely, you can most definitely hack, and then you can check on us.
Well,
Wake us up if you feel it is time.
yeah.
With our knowledge, we can most definitely assist you.
I will be honest with you. Now, not the time. However, my group of friends and I, our companions, however they wish to address themselves, are working on something like that. And she just kind of like reaches around for her amulet.
He smiles. Well, at least one of those fell into the family hands again.
Would it surprise you that we're almost done?
Would it surprise you that we were the ones who made them?
Yes.
There were a time when we worked with the Kamiroskins because they convinced us their intentions were pure. They were not. But now that I know what you are doing, it would be imperative that you await us now. With our vast library, with our advancements, we can help you and your friends.
This would be a great boon, for certain.
Indeed. You mentioned it would be nice to actually taste food again.
Oh. I would love to make you some of my food. Grandfather. I'm actually learning how to become a cook. It may benefit to try and repair that tower, but I know nothing about it or how to go about doing such a task. The quick and slightly dangerous way to go back and join my friends is a variance I'm willing to take, but I have to make sure that they're okay with it too. And she kind of pauses for a moment. You're right, shame if it all came to an end over a silly explosion. Again.
Oh no, it won't explode. I hit it with a bolt of lightning. It was the catalyst.
Oh, I was talking about the tube.
Oh, yeah, let's hope the tubes do not explode.
Right. Well, we've got some time before I can really just explain everything to my friends. Maybe I could learn a few things while I'm here, some important facts that could actually help us along the way to getting you all back to the world eventually.
You would need to access it from there.
That is fair.
Though,
There is one question I did have.
yes.
The last stop for the amulets. Where would that be located?
That I do not know. I would assume that since you're on a journey to collect them, they were scattered.
As I've been talking with him, he hasn't seemed like he's deceptive or trying to hide anything.
No, he seems very calm and collected.
Okay.
Like if there's any sort of surprise or shock that you've given him, he's very good at keeping it to himself.
All right. How much did you know about the world? How worldly were you before the calamity went and did its thing?
No, I would like to assume that I had my wits about me.
Would there happen to be a map of the old times beforehand located in this?
In our library, there is vast quantities of information for you to pour through.
Okay.
Maps galore as well.
Well,
Maybe a bit outdated, but, you know, history is only outdated up to the present.
fair. Well, I think it's time I started talking with my friends again over our device and see what our next move should be
Okay. So before you do that, there is one important question I have. Zelark, did you pull from the Christmas deck?
I did
has
not. I was
not.
waiting for a lull in
Yes.
the lore dump.
I completely forgot you did not pull.
Oh.
So before we go on the break here, let's go ahead and have Wiznat choose a
19.
card. Doesn't have 19 cards, it has 16.
Oh, I thought it was 19. Okay.
It was, but I removed more really bad
Okay.
cards.
11.
Oh,
11.
I think that. Oh, unless it's been
5,
reshuffled.
6, 7, 10, 11. It's always
It usually
reshuffled.
is reshuffled.
So
Yeah.
before we find out what the card is, we're
Aw.
gonna go ahead and go on a quick break here so we can get up, stretch our legs, refresh our drink, and when we get back, we'll find out what exactly the hell is gonna go on here. So stick with us, everyone. We will be right back.
Oh, I can keep reading. I can keep reading.
There you go.
Come down me in this fire to bring forth
Just
actually
bringing it up.
experienced.
Just
All
bringing
right,
it up because
so
I see
we
this
are
potential
back.
issue.
Hello.
Here's
We'll see.
here's
Hi.
the problem. The goddamn cameras.
Oh
Again,
no!
Did you have to stop zooming?
What?
Yeah, you're. you
Your
cut out
voice
there.
is all robotic.
Yeah, it's
Shadow.
robotic.
Let's see. We're gonna minimize.
smooth jazz.
Smooth
Right on.
jazz.
Smooth jazz.
Uh-oh.
Nope. That okay. So here is the pain in the ass. I minimize, and I can see all of your cameras perfectly fine. Is HP Fox here?
I don't think
Yes,
so.
he just.
He's
hasn't
AFK
uncovered
right now.
his- Yeah.
Because I need HP Fox here in order to re-invite me into the Zoom call.
Oh.
Oh,
It's almost like she pulled a raise you.
can everyone in chat hear though?
I think, yeah, everyone in chat can hear us. I can hear you guys. It's showing the
Mhm.
audio. It's showing the audio spikes perfectly fine. It's just Zoom is a horrible piece of crap that for some reason just wants to keep pausing every 5 seconds.
Well, until he comes back, we can at least do the card pull.
Yeah, but I wanted everyone to see the card that got drawn.
Oh boy. You did make sure it was like the 14 or 16 card variant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you got Super Void.
Oh no.
Congratulations, you super die. You and the next 4 backup characters die.
Damn. It's like creating a character in GURPS. Oh, you died in creation. Start again.
Any better now with the mic?
Yeah, it's still a little bit better. It's coming out of the robot and going into normal. Keep talking if you want. Trying to close out
Well,
some of my
I'm
stuff
I'm
too.
going to Google this while we wait for HP Fox.
Mac, what did I
Oh,
miss?
there he is.
Is everything broken? Sorry, I was making more coffee.
The camera issue for Rojan again.
You have to
Zoom
invite
being
Rojan
Zoom.
back into Zoom.
Yep, give me a second. I gotta leave and have you reinvite me. All right, chat, give us 2 seconds here. I gotta find our Discord.
Yeah, the two different types of
There
security
we go.
that Zoom uses for entering calls, you can either set it to be a
God
passworded call
Damn it.
or set it so that people go in.
I hate you, Zoom. Now we just wait for HP Fox to. There we go.
and set it to password and see how
There
it
we go.
works.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Fingers
next time
crossed it doesn't act like a piece of crap again.
Well, at
Wahoo.
Zoom, it will do it at least 3 more times.
And what about Mike now?
Mike
Mike
is
is
fine.
Yay!
so
Who's Mike?
don't know.
My
So
uncle.
because life hates me.
Am I dead?
Zelark,
Yes.
you reach in, pulling the 11th card from the deck. And because it has to be on par with everything else, you draw a moon.
Fucking damn it, another wish.
Yeah, at least one.
Another 2.
Another
So another
three.
Three.
What?
3 wishes.
He rolled the D3 and he got 3.
Again, like we should really just take that card out of the deck. Like
Oh, so Yeah, because I got two.
It's
I still
so
have one.
powerful.
It's just too much.
Honestly, I'm in
it's too
agreement
much.
to just toss this card out of everything but the full deck.
Yeah, it's just too much.
I think I'm gonna make.
You know what? I
I'm
will
gonna make-
reroll.
Okay, I'll make you redraw because that's way too much power for people. So you want the 11th card again?
No, I will take the 6th card.
Yeah, I think it's a fair trade considering you take out the insta death cards, the insta uber power card. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
alright.
it's a balance. If you take out the death cards, wish shouldn't be in there, but
Will I still benefit of my leftover wish?
Yeah, because you
It's
still
just
have
me
it.
that there
Interesting.
shouldn't be 3 people with wishes.
Interesting. So instead, you pull a star.
Hey.
You
What's that
can
do?
you can increase one of your ability scores by 2.
much
The
better.
score
in my
can
opinion.
exceed 20, but cannot exceed 24.
Much better.
This is freaking Mia all over again.
Yeah, that's the one that she pulled.
Much better.
I will
That's
add
awesome.
these cards back into the full deck. The only card that isn't in this deck anymore is Balance.
Yeah.
Because
So you go in Dex or Charisma?
it's
Charisma.
because balance affects alignment, and alignment does not exist anymore.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Even Watsi was like, "Yeah, the fuck is this shit? Get out."
All right, but moving back, praise you with the new information that you are given. You now have access to share that with your friends if you so wish.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Exposition.
Blah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
You found your family.
A lot of information.
Indeed.
How do we know that's your family?
They share last names?
Insight check.
I mean,
Exactly.
I can.
So their bodies are below us.
All but one.
Huh.
Praise
Speaking
you.
of which, yes, Minako.
Said they have the same tube that I put you in when you got really hurt and kind of like rebuilt you. And that's how they
It's-
plan on getting out.
Yeah, it'll work one time without a hitch.
You've already
Sweet.
used it once.
So there's a hitch.
Ah,
What big of a risk here? Apparently,
I'm-
I seem to be a gambling person.
Indeed.
what do you need from us?
Who's feeling risky?
Reiju, I still have one last wish spell to make. Can I not just wish you back without upsetting the balance of the material plane?
Wish is chaotic enough. You know this more than anyone.
Yeah, my eyes are fucking bleeding.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Anyway,
I mean, that's a
Can't-
good idea.
can't I just bring you back that way and we can move on?
I would rather use that wish to unfuck yourself. To
Not a
where it-
chance.
What, you don't
I am
want
all
to?
seeing.
You just want to keep all the pain, learn from it.
It'll eventually get better.
That's true. That'd be a waste of a wish. then.
Listen,
Yeah, wishes are overrated.
listen. If it means we finally
got a
just
croak and
get
shit.
past this, if we get past this, we can go do the job by the fucking dragon.
Indeed.
Frankly, I don't want to die to a dragon being pissed off because we couldn't deliver its egg.
I am of the same mind.
It's a good
Well,
point.
I know that the other elves wanted to be brought back, but frankly, not a smart idea. I'm not about to inject 2,000-year-old ancient civilization
It's
into
not
the current
2,000.
time.
Not 2,000, it's
200.
200.
Details.
200. I said
details.
200.
Yeah, close enough.
Well,
Mina,
not to mention that they said that they were supposed to be down there until they could come back. So perhaps we
It's
just
not-
mark this on the
it's-
map, and when we finish,
Yeah.
then bring them back somehow.
Also,
yeah.
maybe find a way to break that obelisk. We don't need more people getting trapped.
It only
Different
works
dimension.
if it only works if they bring the people in and they're not in the habit of doing it. That was a rare occurrence for me to be pulled in, and they'll be warned next time, so they won't do it by chance.
Well, you got pulled in because you touched the obelisk.
And then someone touched me and pulled me aside. That was the risk. So as long as they know not to do that willy-nilly, they'll be fine. Here.
Richard, I will bring you back if you promise this is the absolute last time you do something so fucking stupid.
Can all of you hear me? It's like Reiju, like, you follow kind of like like holds onto your shoulder. This kind of like dummy lining into your ring.
Oh, say hello to my grandfather.
Oh, great, there's more of you.
I apologize, by the way.
Oh, it is okay. So I know Reiju has told you about the plan.
Yeah, okay, old man. I don't care. Can I use a specific spell to just bring her back?
It is possible. Magic is a risk, but
What
it
about
isn't.
the wish spell?
If worded correctly, but before you make that wish spell, make sure that you leave nothing open for interpretation, or Reiju may not be the one coming back in Reiju's body. That being
Ask
said,
for her soul specifically.
Okay,
Hold
Reiju,
on.
I need your full name.
before you make that wish, I have a request.
Oh, God.
Once Reiju is back, you check on us. For all intents and purposes, the failsafe should have kicked in by now. We should have been resurrected.
You mean it already happened?
What already
And why
happened?
are you still there?
No, it's the opposite.
It should have happened. I'm not entirely sure as to why it hasn't.
So something's stopping it. Got it.
Something may have broken. I am not sure, but if you could check on us, that would be wonderful.
How far
Yeah.
down are you?
Not too far. I told Reiju about a rune stone that should clear the sand out and give you free access as you need.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Minako's
I don't
just
see
shaking
why
her
not.
head. No, but she's gonna say, "All right, old man, point to where the thing is. I can see you. Just where is it, and I can uncover it."
Just kind of points over to a general corner of the courtyard.
Not speaking into the ring. It's not a good idea. We're not gonna find anything good down there. Just a bunch of dead elves or undead elves. And she'll just start molding earth, trying to find the earth sigil.
The earth sigil is there. It's not necessarily covered.
Oh, okay.
Mina, what do you have against the elves?
Not the elves. It's that they're probably not alive.
But you always sound like you're so hateful against them. So why elves?
Well, they also did kind of cause the calamity.
Well, one group of elves, they don't speak for the entire race.
Tell that to Kamiroska.
Yeah.
You should hear some of the stories.
Hey,
about what
Kamiroska's were
tieflings
assholes.
have done.
Anyway.
Kamiroska is what caused this.
They were
So-
assholes. We dealt with that in the future.
Zelark is gonna walk up to the group and just be like, I actually not over the rings. And just like, I can see where Minako's coming from, and I do kind of side with her.
If there's a race of people, a civilization that is asleep and needs to be reawoken, like how can we just leave them?
How do we know they're good?
They're-
We're
if the
taking
Rages-
them
How do you
at-
know?
We're taking
do we
them
know
at
we're
their
good?
word.
We're
True,
not. We're not
but
good.
Still,
No, very
we
few of you are good.
taking them at their word. That has done nothing but kick us in the ass.
Might I remind you,
also
last time we took someone at their word, they kind of slaughtered your plan.
But still,
I'm gonna just walk over and to different locations because I don't think Mina's pointed it out yet, and I'm just starting to cast thaumaturgy to do slight tremors in the dirt to find the stone.
I'm not saying we don't do this. I'm saying before we pull that trigger, we get more information. Can we at least?
Oh, you
agree
also
to that?
forget.
It's obvious.
He said that just to check on it. He didn't necessarily say let's fix things. We could check, follow up at a later time. If you want to go
And
that far.
Nerix, that's fine too. But as someone who is good at manipulating and telling people what they want to hear, can't always take people at their word.
Said I was trusting him.
I'm not saying I feel like your sister might be trusting him a little too much. And I don't
Still
mean
just
this.
checking
Don't
on the
speak for me.
situation.
I'm not speaking for you. I'm telling you how it's coming across at the moment.
Just saying checking on it. Again, I'm making no promises. Just
Okay.
seeing what the
So
situation is.
yeah,
What if
let's just-
what if he says there's 200 people down there and we go down there and there's thousands and thousands and thousands? Well, we know there's one bullshit right there.
Yeah, and if there's
Well,
a dead or anything, or hell, what if there's just
didn't say-
a room full of magical weapons and
Just
items?
as a clarification, he didn't say there was only 200 people down there. Like the entire.
No, I was
town
just making
is
an
down there.
example.
Okay.
I was just making an example of what could have happened. So yeah. Thank you though.
Thaumaturgy trying to find the stone.
I'm just saying we should definitely make sure we're all on the same page before moving forward.
It kind of got quiet all of a sudden. Is everything okay?
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
find the stone.
yeah, we're trying to find it. Mm.
Okay.
And I send Reiju a message.
Like you, the two of you who are searching for the stone obviously do find it.
Okay.
And
I just saw it.
yeah, I send Reiju a direct message, not through the rings, but through the message spell, and just say,
Messages. I want to let you know. Message is verbal, so
Yes.
when you say it, everyone can hear it.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Well,
But
all of us.
all of
not the
us,
guy
I
on
don't
the
want
other
him
plane.
tapping in through the ring.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I send it to Reiju and I say, some of us aren't fully convinced this person is who they say they are. So please try to get more information from your side and let us know. Don't say anything out loud.
My response can be mental, yes?
No, it has to be verbal.
No.
Fair enough. She won't say anything.
And I just kind of to the group offer that up. Like, is that good? Just not without saying anything, just kind of a
Just a little offended that you all think that we're just going to go in there and immediately do this. Of course, we're going to look around and figure this out. But I'm not about to just leave people because of a slight suspicion. I'm going to need a good reason. If they, we'll also respect their wishes. If they don't want to be disturbed, we won't disturb them. But if they were supposed to wake up and this was just a defensive mechanism so they could survive, I would like to help them. But of course, we'll look into it. Just not willing to abandon it outright.
Not to mention, I think past records have shown that we've done exactly that. Do y'all remember the cave that we snuck through to figure out what the hell that illithid cultist was doing? We investigated, we looked, we asked questions. We don't take everything by face value or their word. So I
Right,
don't know if
also-
everyone's forgotten that, but that's what we do. Just because my sister here has a kinder heart than mine doesn't mean that we're all going to go on there all willy-nilly just trusting people outright. We
Next.
investigate, we observe.
Did you forget that's where we went with her trusting heart, and we all ended up in a coma for a week?
We all were tricked by that. I think you forget. We were all tricked by that.
Explicitly remember being vehemently against it. And was
You're
supposed
against
to go
everything,
along.
though, Mina.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're against everything.
What are you for?
I would
Getting
say
the
that-
job done.
And that's what we're doing.
This is not a job. This is a
I'm done.
favor.
I'm done. Sire's gonna pick up the stone, look at it, try to figure out what to do with it.
And the moment you touch it, it just kind of lights up. And there's a small tremble in the earth as all the sand begins to like almost move on its own, being sifted out of miles and miles and miles of city that is now being uncovered. The building's a bit less pristine now, giving in to the passage of time, holes in walls, roofs that are caved in. The cathedral itself, though, is still immaculate. Whatever material this massive building is created out of is definitely not the same as what the homes were.
All right, now we have something to look at. Investigate. Damn.
Good job.
Where do we start?
I'll go up to. Is there a door to look at?
When you go downstairs, if you were to walk down those stairs, you would most definitely see you would most definitely see the giant 60 by 60 iron door.
I'm gonna do this cautiously. I don't want to set off any traps, so I'm gonna be looking for traps and whatnot. We're gonna have. I think I have detect magic.
Just out of curiosity, am I seeing a difference in anything on this side, or is
Nope.
it just the same? Okay,
Looks
cool.
all the same.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Oh, what happened?
Is there any?
We lost a
writing?
Julian, and I think we lost a Rojan.
No,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Rodman's
Oh,
still
okay.
here.
Oh, Okay,
Julian just
cool.
hit me up. He said hard crash rebooting now. So
Okay.
cameras are gonna be a little jank until.
Oh no. Damn it, Zoom.
yeah, Zoom's a pain in the ass.
No, it looks like I don't have detect magic, but I'll be searching for traps and whatnot on the way.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check here, or an investigation
hand?
roll. Investigation, my bad.
It's gonna be 22.
You do notice that there are definite redundancies in the door that have been built in to prevent any sort of tampering. It's not impossible to get around, but you have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a challenge.
The ring to Reiju. Well, I know everybody hears it, but Reiju, does your friend have any advice on opening up this extremely complicated door?
Oh, right. And she just kind of looks over at Mr. Vinio. It's like, how are they supposed to get past the door again?
Right, I forgot they do not know how to open it. There is a specific plate somewhere in front of the door. I'm not entirely sure where your friend is standing at right now. But
Okay.
you find that plate, you tap on it twice, and the door will open without a problem.
just kind of looks it over, tries to find said plate. It's like, Minako,
Yes.
can you guide Snit over to where my ephemeral state is and tell him to tap on this plate here twice?
And she'll just tap that twice.
Okay, and is everybody in a stairwell behind me?
If everybody followed you, yeah, it's a huge stairwell. It's not even a stairwell, it's just a huge like series of steps.
Yeah, it's like one of those like the Washington DC type steps going
Yeah.
up and down. It's the wide ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just real quickly suggest to everyone that they back up to a safe distance just in case.
I would like to say Zelark was in the back of the group already at a safe distance.
I kind of assumed he was that, or he was hiding, or he stepped back into the shadow plane.
All the casters in the back. Let's go.
So what happened
Yeah,
when during my crash? Sorry, no.
No,
Oh, nothing.
nothing.
We just
Oh,
waited.
nothing.
Yeah,
We-
you're
yeah.
We're
fine.
just looking. We're just investigating right now, so nothing really actually happened at all.
Yep.
The sand's
So-
gone.
Raju, if
Didn't miss a beat.
your friends are moving in, it'd probably be best if you were to join them.
Right.
What did he say?
Yeah, I actually.
Sorry,
didn't hear
I'm
that.
looking away from my microphone when I'm talking. He said, Raju, if your friends are entering, it'd be best if you join them.
Snit,
Yes.
would you be willing to put my body in the tube?
Or
One
Mina
more
could
time,
use,
hens.
or
How
Mina could
much
use her
risk?
wish.
Or Minako could use her wish. Either or.
Then we won't be able to communicate with the person, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but
Why-
and
Hold on.
So what are they asking us to do exactly? Could you clarify?
I'll say this. They are researchers. They gathered a lot of knowledge in here that could aid us.
Yeah, but what do they want?
And why do you need to be back here?
And what is the knowledge to aid us?
All they want is for the lands to be healed.
Okay. So they want to
We're already
wait.
on that.
They want to
can wait-
stay resting until that happens?
It would be best, honestly.
Okay. As
I mean,
long
that's-
as they're safe and agree to it, that's sounds
Wouldn't
That's
fine.
what I was
their
saying earlier
intellect
too.
help?
Their intellect is in all of those tomes. All
And-
the years before the calamity.
Okay,
All of
That
them.
sounds like useful information.
Very.
what's
it's
okay?
true.
I maybe it's just my untrusting nature,
Go ahead.
but wouldn't the people who've already researched it all be more equipped to help reverse the stage of these wastes?
They're going to be able to
Then
do so
us
after
just-
we do our part with
I
the
get-
amulets.
that makes no sense. If they could stop
Yeah.
it, why can't?
Not
Also-
everyone is equipped to travel and adventure like we are. Some
Also-
are just
Especially if they're
good
not
with
strong enough.
knowledge.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of mouths to feed in a desert that is very unkind to a bunch of villagers.
It's not as easy as it would seem.
And last I checked, there
That's
are
what I
no
was thinking.
walls.
Also, piggyback on Zelark's untrusted nature. Oh, fucking barf. The more I agree with this man. Why would we need them if they left us the tones? Why can't we just?
No, that's not the part. They just want to wait until after.
No,
The
no, no.
lands
I
begin
get,
to
I get
heal.
that part.
As
But like realistically, we have tomes.
Rafalo
We don't
cuts
need
in.
them.
Rafalo cuts in. You technically do need us. I have the only key to gain access to those tomes.
Makes sense. It would be safeguarded. Something
What
so
do they
important.
need then? I'm getting mixed messages here.
I want you to wake
Nico's
us
punching
up if possible.
ghosts right now.
Minako, shush.
Sorry, what?
I want you to wake us up if possible.
So you do want us to wake you up? How many?
Well, last time I checked, there were 2,500 strong of us.
Okay. Good to know the number. We will look into that.
And apologies if this comes off as rude, but wouldn't the fact that Reiju is with you benefit us on that, mission? Because she's a direct line of communication with you. So this could go off without a hitch in case something happened. Why are you trying to send her back to us right now?
Well, in all honesty, that's where she belongs. This is not her world. You didn't necessarily sign up for this. She was pulled in against her will.
Insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like in on that too, please.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to.
Anybody that's got a ring on.
All right, so old Vanille man,
Yes.
what's the guarantees your people are still alive down there? And when we go down there, we're not gonna get attacked by a bunch of undead elves.
I can tell you right now there is absolute zero possibility for us to become undead.
Any other dangers before I stick my neck out for somebody else?
It depends on how you go down. If it's passive, you're not breaking anything, you're not trying to steal anything, our automatons down there should not cause you any trouble.
Snit, how
Yes.
likely are automatons to malfunction?
Oh.
Mina, I never knew you to be so cautious of taking risks.
Shut your mouth. I don't need that sass right now.
You scared?
I'm trying to survive.
Sounds like you're scared.
Rojan, what? I mean, obviously, I have construct companions, but would I know how likely 200-year-old automatons might be to malfunction? Because I'm guessing the probability is pretty high up there, unless they're just the best things in the world. Also a possibility, but
Also a possibility. Go ahead and give me a straight up intelligence check here.
straight intelligence. Okay, come on, please be high. Also, for the insight, it was a natural 20 for a 25.
All right, what did you get, Zelark?
6.
22
I got a
for-
dirty. Sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
22 for Syra for insight.
I got a dirty 20 for mine.
I got a 27.
Doesn't
Damn.
seem
Nice.
everyone but Zelark. Zelark can't get a read on a voice. But everyone
Zelark
else can
feels sus.
can actually hear the sincerity in his voice. He's not trying to mislead you. He's not trying to like hold any information back. Everything that he has said at this point has been honest.
Sounds like another Reiju. Cool.
Mm.
So
far seems great.
my intelligence check is a 17.
17. You know, it all depends on how they were manufactured, what orders they were given, and honestly, what the passage of time has done to them. There is a chance that yes, there could be some sort of malfunctions, but you also know that low-grade automatons that are more like servants and less like partners are less likely to malfunction and go rogue.
So basically, the simpler their design, the simpler their purpose, the less likely there are to be malfunctions in those.
There are still malfunctions. They may
Not as severe.
they may read you as intruders, but it's not like they're going to like intentionally just try to kill you because they've gained sentience and now they're trying to recreate Terminator.
Oh, Rojan, I have
Sure.
a question.
Huh.
Because I forgot, we're still on the same day. The last card I pulled was the Paladin card. What was the effect of that?
+2 on damage.
There you go.
Was that for just me or everybody? I
Everyone.
think that was
Everyone.
everybody, right?
Everyone.
Okay. Cool.
I definitely didn't
Um,
just watch the VOD for that or anything.
Thank you for letting us know.
No, not at all. So real quick, Snit's gonna relay what you, Rojan, just told me. I know. And I'm going to ask over the ring. Was there a shutdown command or anything for these things in case they go haywire?
There is one. There is one of our more advanced, I guess you can say, clockworks, known as the Overseer. It, as the name states, oversees all mechanical entities in the area. If you were to get to them, you would most possibly be able to send a shutdown code.
And it sounds like we shouldn't touch anything. Basically, don't like loot the place until we wake you guys up, and then you guys can lead us to the information that would be useful, right?
That would be appreciated.
Okay. So as long as we don't fuck with stuff, maybe the automatons will be cool with us.
And I'm gonna try to talk to that other guy again. I'm sorry, his name's. I'm
Ruffalo?
not holding on to
Ruffalo.
names very well right now.
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like
Ruffalo.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Ruffalo. You want us to? Is there a way to wake only certain ones of you up? Because you may not think that the situation out here is safe for all your people to awaken at the same time.
There is. Again, there is a main control panel in the Overseer's quarters that would allow you to awaken all or select of us.
So is this overseer our objective?
Kind of sounds like it.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
Well,
But-
where can we find the overseer, and what do they look like, and how do we interact with them?
Well, to get to the Overseer's office, once you begin to head down the stairway, instead of walking down into the large resting area, you're going to want to go right up a series of steps. This will take you into more of an observation wing of the cathedral. And there you should find a set of large platinum doors. Beyond the doors is the Overseer. The Overseer itself is an archon. The pride of what we've been able to accomplish so far. Not too much of a problem. You should be able to either order it to open what you need to, or if worse has come to worse and has given way to the passage of time, you should be able to operate the controls yourself.
Okay then.
If you only wish to wake me up, I can accept that.
It might be best because you should take a look and discern for yourself, for your people. Because I don't know if Reiju told you, but right now this place is a desert wasteland on the edge of an even worse area.
That is what she has mentioned a couple times, yes.
A lot of
Basically
dangers.
Entirely. Yeah, it's a completely unknown territory for you from what you remember.
The world
Oh.
is fraught with dangers. This is
And if
just
they're-
another stepping stone.
And if I've learned anything about my family lineage so far, apparently the traits are passed down. Be it
Please don't
risk-take-
reproduce.
Shut up. You're one to talk. Jeez.
I have.
Yes, we tend to leap without looking a lot. But it's all in the name of science.
Anywho, yeah, let's get him up at least. See if we can do that.
Sounds good.
I actually
Okay,
have
so
a few more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, shoot.
You've been a little quiet, Callie. I was wondering what was
It's
on your
been a
mind.
Real
lot to
quick.
think about. Go ahead, Shadowfox.
Like real quick, because this conversation is happening, I want to look around the area and just see if there's like any hieroglyphics, pictographs, things that can tell us about this civilization.
The area that you're in right now is completely metal.
But no carvings, no art,
No carvings,
nothing.
no art, no nothing. Like up top,
Okay, I'll leave it at that then.
up top, all you saw originally was just that monolith. And then when the sands uncovered everything, you do see hints of like, an artistic culture and the source, but it's been destroyed through the passage of time, the weight of sand, everything
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, just trying to get more information, But
Yeah.
all right, I'll leave it at that.
On that,
Uh,
Zelark is also just going to be looking for any kind of writing or
Yeah.
language at all.
There's-
as
He
we
just
walk.
said that there is
There's
just
no-
I mean,
metal,
nothing
as
down
we
there.
as we
Yes.
walk forward.
Oh,
All right, Kellyanne, you were saying?
Yeah. So let me make sure I understand the history here correctly, going by what Reiju has relayed to us. The magic of the Kamiroskins is what caused the calamity,
Correct.
and the Kamiroskins essentially tricked your people into helping them
Yes.
do this.
Yes.
And your desire is to fix the land, right?
That would be one way of putting it. Yes. I wish once Reiju informed me of what you are doing, I heard the full support of our people.
Okay. And when this calamity happened, your leaders kind of, I don't understand magic. I don't understand how it works, but you kind of
I create
took your people and put them in a safe space.
in a duplicate pocket dimension.
Is it possible that the Kamiroskins did the same thing to their own people?
It could be, yes. I mean, while I do not agree with their choices in morality and ethics, they are a rather intelligent and astute people.
So the society responsible for the calamity could still exist.
Most definitely.
Kellyanne, if you want
Okay.
further proof,
I don't
Well,
need proof. I just have questions.
the one in our
Um,
house is one of those that you think
Yeah,
about.
I don't need proof. I just have questions, Rachel. I don't understand most of this. I'm just trying to process it.
Fair enough.
So, say
Sure.
we bring you back and you help to restore the land. Then what? Then what are you going to do?
Thrive. Continue living as we did. Housing, collecting knowledge.
What if, and I really, really don't mean to sound as rude as this is going to sound, so I apologize in advance. What if the world doesn't want you anymore?
Well, that is a bit harsh, but as most people say, they can deal. We have never had any issue with other peoples of the world.
I walk through all of this because I've been quietly thinking this through and going through how this is all going to maybe play out. Hopefully have a happy ending for all of us, but if the Kamiroskins are the people that, we all believe them to be, that you say they are, deceptive, powerful, hungry people, then it seems to me like magic as strong as what will be required to fix this wasteland is sure to get their attention.
Oh, it's sure to
And
get
if
the
they know
attention of many
you
people.
exist still, and they come back and they come looking, what guarantee do we have that they won't use you again to do this sort of thing.
Our relationship with them has already been burned. There is no bridge.
And if they came after you, would you be able to stand against them?
Once you see inside the cathedral, you will understand the true might of our people. We are scholars first, yes. But we will fight to protect our knowledge and our people. Especially from that of the Kamiroskins.
Will you fight to protect the rest of us too?
Of course, we are not a separatist nation. We all share the same land.
Because it's a lot to take in. And I just keep going back to the same thought every time. That this is my home. And there's a whole lot of people here that want to do a whole lot with it without first talking to the people that live here. And that worries me and that scares me. And that makes me think that maybe not everybody here has the best interest of the people that live here at heart. And that maybe the most powerful people here are no different than they were 200 years ago and are just interested in what the magic can do for them and their people. And I'm worried, and I don't want that to happen again.
20 sides to every story. Thank you for that raid. I understand and I can appreciate where you're coming from. And yes, there is no guarantee that every single person in our society is morally just. There's no guarantee of anything like that. There is evil in the world no matter where you look. But to deny the passage of good simply because evil may exist will only truly allow evil to win in the long run. If you wish, as I said, if you only wish to raise me in order to gain access to the rest of the cathedral for your knowledge, I will happily abide by that. So the more of us you wake up, the more help you have.
Forgive me. I feel like I missed something. Can we not wake you up first and then wake up the rest?
Oh, most definitely. Yes.
Okay. It sounded like you were saying that if we only wake up you, then you're going to be our only ally. But if we wake up you, we can still wake up the rest afterwards.
I apologize for that. I didn't want to make it sound like my plans were instantly.
Well, I figured if we wake you up, they're your people, and then if you decide to wake them up, that's your decision.
Yes, it would be, but I would not want to go against your decisions while you're still in the city. Your concerns are valid.
Can't believe I'm about to say this. So, how the hell did you manage to mess with the fabric of the plane and create your own pocket dimension? Because that part itself has me intrigued enough to maybe help.
By harnessing the magic of space-time.
And Minako's attention is grabbed.
Yeah, her eyes just go wide.
Minako went from "fuck these people" to "and we're doing this."
My specialty.
And you are now my friends.
My specialty of knowledge is on the planes of existence, the multiple variations of our universe.
Hey, you can have a tutor.
Raju, I did this before arriving at the city. The city was frowned upon. I'm rusty. But having books to study wouldn't...
Take your time.
We
One
have
word at a time.
We have
all good.
tomes on that magic. We have tomes of other schools of magic. We have tomes.
Old man, I'm gonna keep it honest. Any wish I make to bring your offspring, progenitor, whatever the fuck it is, back, wouldn't be sincere for me. Do you know if the wish spell can be conceded to someone else who would be?
It doesn't need to be sincere. It simply starts with I wish, and then you specify what you want.
Listen,
Sincerity doesn't play into it.
I don't think you
Careful
understand
wording.
the amount of disdain I have for Reiju.
I can make a very strong guess. I can hear a very
I
hint of disdain in every word you speak towards everyone.
do not wish to
No,
suffer
don't.
the marginal
Don't do-
chance.
She said, I do not wish.
That's the key word. That's the key word. Pay attention,
Yeah.
everybody.
That what comes out my mouth because of my thoughts and feelings might have a severe adverse effect than the one actually
Well,
desired.
Then I will give you advice that my mother once gave me.
Oh god, I'm getting lectured by an elf.
Think happy thoughts.
How about we just write it down and you just read word for word what's written?
That would work too.
I don't know. I kind of want to see
Be
Minako
safer.
have
Think
a
of
happy
it-
thought.
Think of it this way.
I am going to kill all of you.
Okay,
you
well,
do
I
this and
believe
you
that.
gain
pick a number.
access to vast amounts of information that you seek.
Reiju, you have to promise this is the last time you do something this stupid.
Oh, she
Well,
can't
I
do
mean-
that. It's in our blood. We, again, leap first and then ask questions about 2 years later.
She did
I-
hesitate this time and ask us, to be fair.
I did ask permission this time.
Maybe there is hope for the future then.
I mean, just because it wasn't a majority vote. I mean, I said, sure. A few other peoples were like, your call. And Mina, you were like, not a good idea. But you can't expect, like, Mina, you're not a queen here. And no one's just going to listen automatically to what you say. So sometimes people take risks. And sometimes you're going to be right. And sometimes you're going to be wrong. And just,
Right most times.
Raju's just made a lot of mistakes recently. And so it just feels really fresh.
Actually,
But-
Minako, I have an
Oh,
offer.
Feel like she's learning.
I have an
Oh,
offer
God.
for you.
Oh god.
You have one free ask of me, Minako.
That doesn't mean much.
It's better than nothing.
Are we just gonna, use my ability, or are we putting you in the tube?
The
It's your
tube has a
call.
chance of going boom.
And it's really nice of you to offer
If we-
this special.
I mean,
weird
if we
thing that
all
you have,
die, then
but-
I don't have to suffer anymore.
We need to let people finish their sentences, guys.
So, which one is it?
Actually told me what the chances of a failure in the tube are.
The answer is yes.
I'm inclined to not use the tube because I feel like if it blows up, it's gonna make all of the other ones here blow up too.
Wait a minute. How about
Wait.
this? You could just wish for the tube to work one more time at 100% success rate. And then never
Raging?
again for me.
Reiju, I just. You don't owe me. You owe Zelark.
I do.
I was hoping to hold on to this till we were done and send him home. You owe him. Your life is his.
Done.
I will do against my better judgment. So do we do it with your soul, or do I do it on the fucking tube?
I say on the soul, the quicker the better, right?
Yep, because it takes some time for people to be regenerated.
Would you give me your full name?
You don't need the full name.
I'm being cautious.
Oh, that's fair.
I will give him my 7-name name.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
I mean,
Traditional last name.
gods. Yes. This is not. Jesus Christ does not exist in this world. It's gods. Damn it.
Not even a joke. It's on my character sheet.
Okay. All right. How are we gonna word this? Oh my god! I'm gonna be sick.
Hold on.
You've got help.
Yes. How? And Miyuko is very much turning to the group. You're doing this for me. I'm not. As much as it would bring Miyuko great joy to just snuff this life out, she's not going to be responsible for it.
Snit, just say it. Shadow, you wrote something up. Just say it in character to Mina.
Well,
yeah, say it just for the sake of saying it. Say it.
It's technically already tethered.
But okay. This is what I'm going
If
with.
if anyone has any concerns
okay.
about the wording for this,
I'm doing it. Rachel, if you die, which I tried, your blood might not on my hands.
Wait, that was a good point.
No hard feelings, Minako.
The soul's already tethered, so
Yeah, maybe returned instead of tethered.
yeah. Returned to
her
physical body.
physical
as it should be.
Yes, okay. I wish Reiju's and her full 7 names, like that's like the parentheses part, was back and reciting and returned to her physical body as it should be.
Okay. So there's a brief moment, Reiju, where you're standing there and you're looking around, still in like the ethereal adjacent pocket. And then you feel another rush, as you sort of did back when you touched the obelisk. And that white light wipes across your eyes, and as it fades back in, you're sitting there in the house, head hurting a little bit, but no worse for wear.
Yeah. I'm in the hammock. Okay, and she'll just kind of swing her feet over, go into the kitchen, get a drink of water, and then go out and meet up with everybody else.
Let's
Okay.
say right
I'm
after
back.
it happens, Reiju. Okay.
I'm back. Thank
Like-
you, Minako.
Wow. Minako, you did it.
Don't ever ask anything of me again.
Noted.
That was really big of you, Mina. That's huge.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
All right, so how the fuck do I get my hands on your people's power?
Well, gotta release the one who owns the power.
I'll warn you, this kind of thing takes years and years of study, so it's not like they're going to be able to wave their hand and give you something new.
No, but having study notes of what I used to do before I got exiled speeds up the relearning process.
Oh, that's good. I don't know anything about the book learning stuff, but if that's how it works, then maybe they can give you a book.
Yeah,
So-
wizards and witches are special.
So as
Just read.
you all collectively stand in front of this large 60 by 60 iron door, does anybody click on the plate?
I
No,
just walk up and
what
go,
can Minako see?
What do you mean?
Well, because Minako sees ethereal stuff, so anything else that
Nothing,
would catch her eye?
nothing ethereal. No,
Nothing that I've not already been seeing. Okay.
Yeah. Same shit, different day.
Yeah. Okay.
Reiju just goes up and goes,
All right, and you click on it, and you begin to hear the grinding and dragging, like very loud iron on iron, as the door slowly opens and then probably stops about halfway, still giving you a big enough access point into
Like
the
a 20-30 foot opening.
yeah, like a big enough opening, but you can tell that the gears haven't been oiled in a while.
Hey, Snit, if you ever want to come back and fix up this home, I wouldn't say no. And she just walks in.
Wait, Raju, wait. And Syra walks in behind you, but she's like fussing with you and lifting up your hair and touching your pulse, and she's trying to check you out. Can I do a medicine check?
You can do a medicine check.
Raju will actually take out the silver dagger and run it across just to make sure.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
You're fine.
Cure wounds. Done.
Okay.
And,
I can tell that her soul is fully back in, and it's.
To be fair, her soul never left.
Okay, but she seems fine medically. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just wanted to do my thing.
Yeah, I'll kind of dash up to the front and be looking for traps and whatnot along the way. Just trying to still proceed on amount of caution.
Okay. So as you walk in, that cool air that Reiju once felt no longer meets you. It is very stale and uncomfortable in here. With the metal on the walls and on the floor and everything, it's almost as if it's like you're in an oven. Being buried under the sand for this long on those hot days, it's not great. As you look around, you can see that the walls and the general structure itself hasn't necessarily been kept up. You can see broken pieces of the of random automatons spread out across the floor. Not sparks, but burn marks across like the walls, as if something had exploded there previously. You don't see any bodies, thankfully, but the automatons themselves that you see are broken and scattered across the floor.
This is not looking good.
Down the way a bit, you do see that you can see down the pathway into the large resting chamber. But there seems to be a small barrier up. A soft translucent blue.
Okay. Where's the room to the controls? Just back up the stairs to the right. Platinum doors. Yeah, we need to go upstairs to the observatory.
Nick, can you tell what happened here? Is there a fight?
I want to look around and try to determine as best as I can what happened.
Guidance?
So, Minika will just look around. Anything.
Everyone who's going to be looking around, go ahead and do an investigation roll.
I'm helping Snit, so if that gives him advantage, cool. I
got 11.
I got a 21.
Either that or I'll give him guidance.
No, you didn't. I got a 21.
So Rojan, is she helping me or is she giving me
guidance?
Would be okay. Guidance then.
Um, 26.
26. From what it looks like, from what those of you can gather, looks like they fought amongst themselves. So, given the wear and tear on the remaining pieces of the bodies and the structural damage, this took place a while ago.
Hmm.
I'll relay whatever that I gathered to the group.
I would like to walk up to the barrier and see if I can see through it.
You can see through it, but you can only see probably the first couple rows of the tubes.
Raju, move aside. What do I see?
Same thing.
Okay, so it's not like fuzzing her vision.
No, it's not fuzzing her
Okay.
vision.
Oh, okay. So that's
It's just a
what's
barrier.
Yeah.
It's
Well, yeah. I'm just wondering if there was like anything imposing vision that Minako
Dude.
gets to look past.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Can I see inside the tubes, or are they
The-
empty?
The tubes are like the glass of the tubes is like a soft white color at the moment.
Do I see any kind of maybe ventilation into the room? Something that something could crawl through to get into the room.
It looks like the room itself is almost self-contained.
So
As if from like the side of the barrier you're on, there's no access point that you or anyone in your group could fit through.
Okay.
But you do see that there are numerous vents and stuff like along the ceiling and whatnot in that room.
So there has to be vents elsewhere.
I'm gonna go upstairs. And she just starts looking for the stairway going to the observatory.
No, and it's very easily found.
Yeah, like well, we're supposed to be headed towards there anyway, because isn't that where the
Control room is.
yeah and the smart
platinum doors.
automaton.
Is there any other way to go besides straight ahead and the observatory?
There's other branching paths to like the left. It's like when you go in, there's a staircase to the right that leads to where the control room is, and there's another pathway that leads to the left, or another stairway that leads to the left.
I'd like to investigate the left hallway a little.
All right, go ahead and give me a investigation roll.
Well, that's a 7.
You don't really find anything of interest. A lot of the doors you come across on that side don't really seem to open for you. They seem to be rusted shut.
Poor
And there's
Zellar. He tries
no-
so hard.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
All right.
And there's no language, right? Like letters or any
Nope.
kind of anything anywhere?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm personally moving towards find the doors described to us for the
Okay.
main automaton.
Is anyone else doing anything different, or are you just all going to be?
Minako had gotten an 11 on her like observation to see if there's any like invisible
There's
trap doors.
There's nothing invisible or trap doors or anything on this side. This looks to be just a to the point constructed area.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so Minako knows and like player knows, like when her eyes see something different and without having to ask all the time, will maybe the DM
Yeah,
version, would
I'll-
you just
I'll
like
let
Oh
her
yeah,
know.
because Minako
Yeah.
also technically doesn't fail at any perceiving things.
because
that
it
are
doesn't
not
turn
there.
it doesn't turn off. So it's
No,
like
she's
yeah.
always seen.
so it'd be kind of like just a normal
Yeah, I can
perception
let her
check,
know.
only your perception is more. Yeah.
Well, because like also from the way I understood, like if something's invisible, Minako just sees it.
Yeah. So
So,
I
like, yeah,
imagine
I'll
he would
let
say,
know.
you see this. So
Oh, okay.
I just would hate for you to have to be like,
Like constantly having to
do
roll.
I see something? Do I see something now? What about now?
Yeah, like no, I'll let you know if Minako's special eyes see anything.
Does that mean Minako can see if we're getting scryed on?
No.
No,
'Cause-
I only see ethereal and invisible or illusions.
You would see things like
Yeah.
arcane eye though that
Yeah, arcane eye or anything like
create an actual thing that people look through.
I was just curious. Sorry.
If it is true sight, she'd be able to see that kind of stuff. Yes.
So, as you make your ways up to the platinum doors, they're creaked open a bit. Looks like there's a small brass leg of a automaton sort of blocking the door from closing completely.
I have a question just as a player because this would affect the comment Miracle makes. What's the lighting situation down here?
Surprisingly, the lights still work.
Okay, so she will save her comment about seeing in darkness for another time.
Do these doors just open or are they locked?
No, the door is pried open right now. Like I said, that like an automaton leg is pretty much stopping one of the doors from closing completely.
Rage is just gonna push it open.
And you push it. It takes a bit, but you push it open, and you can hear the grinding of metal on the other side. And as you look in, there are automaton parts scattered about the area, almost picked clean for like things of gears and the like. And when you look towards the back, there is this large multi-paned wall with a multi-window paned wall with this bright light shining in from it, and then a large, almost looks to be mechanical angel sitting in a chair, kind of its head down. Doesn't necessarily look like it's powered on, but you can see a couple what almost look to be mechanical serpents slithering around it. Every now and then a spark comes from it, as if they're grafting something else onto this giant mechanical angel.
You said they're snakes?
They look serpent-like, but they're mechanical.
And they're moving?
Yeah. These automatons are active.
Did you say that the automatons that are on the ground, did they look, you said there were gears and stuff, did they look scavenged?
They look like they're scavenged, yes.
Do I see any signs of, like, you know, the spider creatures that we've come across in the past? Anything like that?
No, the only thing you've necessarily seen in regards to combat or anything are just like sparks and like the burns on the walls from like sparks and explosions.
So it's still telling the story that they fought each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from what you can gather right now, it looks like these serpents that are crawling on the body are harvesting the other automatons to apply repairs to this mechanical angel.
Oh.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
you could, which given
Smith's
what,
gonna look at. Sorry.
which given from Rufalo's description, you can assume that this is like the overseer, the Archon.
Smith's gonna look over at Reiju and say, "There's definitely something right here."
You're
This is-
beep booping big time right now.
I can hear him though. Snit, if you wouldn't mind getting a closer look and seeing what they're doing to that Archon. Figure out exactly what's going on.
It says no.
Hold on.
I refuse.
No, that's not helping.
I don't know.
There you go.
There
And
it
now you're
is.
good.
There it is. There's magnetism going on here.
Okay. Well, anyways, Smith will just kind of nod, but I don't want to get too much closer. I'm gonna pull out the rifle and like, how far away is this thing, anyways?
Give me a moment. It's about 100 feet away.
About 100 feet away. Okay, yeah, I'll just pull out my scope and try to see what I can see through the scope. But I assume that they're just grafting this thing together.
When you look through the scope, it doesn't look like they're grafting it together. It looks like they're making repairs on parts of its body. almost as if like they're trying to keep this overseer technically alive.
Does it look like when he's looking through the scope, does he see like signs of battle that the angel's being repaired from, or is it just like old age?
Wear and tear.
Wear and tear. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Shadow, your mic is still all robot-y, but we can kind of understand you. It's sort of like RoboSnit.
Speak like there's a loose.
RoboSnit.
So
We
just
can
giving you a heads up in
improve
case you
them.
wanted to fiddle with it a little more. But
There is literally nothing more I can do right now. So
okay.
I have a suggestion. Snit, you're the best mechanic we got. They seem to be trying to repair it.
Did we try talking to it?
Or
I'll kind of look and nod, and I've got Scrappy and my homunculus out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move in with him very quietly, and try to get closer, but try not to be threatened, I guess.
Okay, so what
Did nobody get what I said?
I heard that you were sneaking in with Scrappy and your homunculus.
But then I didn't catch what he was gonna do after sneaking in.
I think he's gonna go over to Zoro's mic.
Okay, you guys
There we
hear me
go.
now?
oh, there we
Absolutely fine
go.
right there.
There's your problem right there.
Yeah, I'm using somebody else's mic. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna have to try to figure something out. But
All good.
no, you don't hear me because I'm using your mic. Anyways, I'm gonna take Scrappy and have my homunculus out and move in and basically try to assess what they're doing and say, I could try to help you repair this
Okay.
and see if anything reacts.
So before we get into that, let's go ahead and take one last break here, and we'll come back for the final hour of today's session, so we can get up, stretch our legs, refresh our drinks, all that fun stuff. So stay with us, guys. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Oh, fuck.
You guys aren't muted yet. I'm trying to find the Zoom call to mute
Oh,
you.
damn! I was about to go on a tirade.
Wait, is the Zoom call just not in here? Can I... Hold on. Somebody say something.
Found
you.
Wait.
we are back.
Hi.
Alright.
So, Snit, you said you were saying something when you walked in.
Well,
Yeah, so I mean, this isn't as cautious as I want to be, but it's basically what I got. I'm gonna walk up basically with both my automaton companions out and kind of offer to help fix this up, whatever this is, and see if anything actually reacts.
So as you call out, how far did you go into the room, by the way?
Just maybe a few feet in from the doorway.
Okay. So as you call out from the doorway, there isn't necessarily any sort of reaction or response given to you. For the most part, it seems like you're being ignored.
Okay. I'll try to get closer, trying to be non-threatening as much as possible. But yeah,
Give me a moment because I'm about to take y'all to a map.
of course you are.
boy.
I was gonna start moving forward too.
Yeah.
So before
Uh,
I need to take you to this map, I need to take. So let me change the map here, and then drag y'all down.
yo, oh man, this is definitely.
That's a big boy.
So this is what the little serpents look like.
Okay.
I don't like it.
And then this is what the big boy looks like.
All right, time to look at that on stream because I can't see.
That's cool. That's cool.
Is
That's
that a
cool.
door on its stomach?
Yeah,
Sorry, are those 4 things in the room? Are those mechs?
these.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Because I'm jumping in one, man.
yeah. Do I get a
I'm a
Gundam?
mech warrior guy.
I would probably equate those to Hammer Tech from Iron Man 2. Don't do it.
Those look like mechs. I want one. Give me one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, never mind, Reggie. You still owe me a giant fucking Gundam.
Give me a nerd roll.
Yeah,
Jack
fuck,
Fox.
Nerd roll.
Give me a
So
nerd
I'm
roll.
gonna-
Snit.
I'm gonna give that to intelligence.
Yeah. Advantage because you're an artificer.
Yes, because that was a 2. Okay, way better. Just straight intelligence. 22.
These things have been stripped and gutted, but at one point in time, they do look like they were something you could pilot. Given enough time, you could repair one.
New project.
We are not carrying a heavy ass mech with us.
Says you. I'm intrigued.
It's an inanimate object. It goes in the house and folds up with it.
Very well. It can go in the garage.
It's no more repairs on the bike or the raft then.
You're like,
But
Sarah,
yes,
can you turn into a bear and drag
those-
this outside, please?
Those 4 things look to be, at one point in time, human-controlled suits.
Don't tempt me with a good time, Rojan.
They're about 12 feet tall.
Wait.
Oh, it's the ones from Zion.
Dude. Snap. I have a question though. When you repair
Yeah.
it, like, are you gonna do it your current size or like actual snit size?
Oh, none of this has been said out loud in character.
And it's just drawing up the plans in his
This,
head.
this is Shadow
Listen,
Fox
This is. I
going
mean, at this
mech
point,
warrior fight.
we all see. We know. Much like everybody knows, Minako's tendency towards violence. We see machinations. That's snit.
But you are now, you are on this map. You have free control of your characters and move them around anytime you wish.
You know what?
I have
Oh,
a
Scrappy will be moving with me. I will say, if I'm moving cautiously, I don't want to be like bull rushing into this, so I'm moving cautiously. But if I need to stop somewhere, you tell me.
Okay.
I will say I'm right behind.
But I'm gonna
Snip.
offer to help again.
I was gonna say Sarah's gonna nudge Reiju because she looks like their makers. She has their blood.
Yeah.
Reiju, you
I
maybe
have my
you
bow
should,
out and ready just in case.
maybe you should try talking to it. Maybe it will respond to you. Say your name? I don't know.
So
Archon.
about how you get halfway into the room,
Okay.
the serpents stop, and they all kind of like shift and look over at you. The red eyes sort of like scanning, and they slowly
I'm
begin
gonna
to slither down. And you can see this small red light begin to scan over you, over Reiju, and over Scrappy.
I can help.
Identify.
And they just kind of like look at you for a moment. Organic and metallic life determined. Moving organic life to chambers. Begin disassembling of mechanical.
Uh-oh.
And as they say that, you see these like three of them have like these little needles that come out of their front, and they jab at Reiju and
Yep.
and Snit. Reiju.
Yeah.
One completely misses. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, that was horrible.
Can I reaction dodge?
Actually, no, this isn't a no, this is an attack action, so you can't reaction dodge.
Okay.
So
They're trying to stab us. It's not an attack.
It is, but it's technically a surprise round. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So you are gonna take a whopping 3 piercing damage.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
And it kind of like attaches itself to you as you feel like these little prongs kind of sink into your skin. Can I get a wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw? Or wisdom check?
Never mind. Though you don't feel any pain, as it's almost as if like some anesthetic is being administered to the area. Snit, does a 22 hit you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
All right, you are going to take 4 points of piercing damage as this one latches onto you as well.
Okay.
The one here makes a bite attack against Scrappy. Whiffs it. And then
Oh, here comes the box.
Think something's wrong with the robots.
Robo malfunctioning.
Maybe they'll still listen to you, Reiju. I don't know. We had to talk to the overseer. He did say that the overseer controls them, so
I would like to respond, but I'm waiting for my turn.
all right.
yeah.
At this point in time,
That's just player me talking.
let's roll initiative.
Oh man. Fuck it!
Terrible.
Why always me?
Okay.
I hate this game. What is? Oh man.
I don't know how it looks on your end, Rojan, but on ours we see double initiatives or double trackers on the double tokens on the tracker.
What
That's
the
how it works.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
like the last few, yeah.
Lots of tech issues today.
Wouldn't be a D&D stream without them.
Also, for some reason, the Echo has a tracker.
Did it
on there
again.
As well.
Yeah, it did it triple for me.
3 times this time. Yeah.
You know what? I'm no longer gonna just highlight, and I'm just gonna add turn one at a time.
That might be for the best.
It's probably doing what it kept doing for me in No Way Out, where you have something selected and then it keeps that selection even if you right click a different token. It's really annoying when it does that.
Done that a couple times for me too.
Yeah.
All right, there. Hopefully.
That's right.
Now the fight to get your number in.
Ah, I win.
No, I beat you.
I get it.
Golden Knight, I am invincible.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, Mina, you rolled low, didn't you?
I rolled the 1.
Yeah. You have a high dex too. It's crazy.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Rodent. You did say that one took a bite of the duck at Scrappy, so I don't remember hearing a to hit roll though.
It missed.
Oh, okay.
Why did my number disappear? Did someone delete my number? Someone
Hey.
did. It was there.
Mine was 2.
Damn.
Oh, mine's gone.
What is happening with the tech today?
I don't know.
I know, dude. I crashed like mid conversation about something, and then I was like, "Oh, well, fuck."
Looks like we all got it in. Yay. Watch it all just zero out for no reason. We're like,
All right, Callian.
Knowledge about automatons sure would be nice right about now. But I don't have that. I'm just a mailman. I'm gonna move.
Oh.
I'm gonna move over here. Metal creatures, electricity, they go together, right? Looking in this direction along this line, Callie is going to kind of narrow that one eye that's all like distorted and like one of those static electricity orbs where you touch it and then the electricity jumps to your finger. That's like what that eye looks like, but blue, as it kind of sparks out and erupts in a line of lightning, hitting all 3 of those worms.
Do they make any sort of save?
They sure do.
Callie
They
goes
make
pew.
a dexterity saving throw.
I don't think that's gonna make it, but let's see.
Fairly low DC because it uses like a standard.
8.
DCs. Oh no, that's a
Wait,
failure.
8, 4, and 4.
No, those are all failures. All right.
Your dice
they are going
betrayed
to
me
take-
today, Fox.
Full good. They're on my side for once. You know, this is a difficult ability because you hope for high damage, but I also take all the damage, so that's a thing. That will be, however, 15 lightning damage to all 3 of them, and then also 15 lightning damage to Callie.
So as the beam of electricity shoots out and it streaks through all of these clockwork creatures, it seems like they've taken the full brunt of the force, but nothing extra. giving you the feeling that they may be a bit insulated against electrical attacks.
It's okay. I'll still count that as a win because that was a decent amount of damage to 3 targets. And bonus action. No bonus actions. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. Nyrix.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like in my immediate vicinity it's this guy right here next to Reju. So I'm gonna go ahead and do sharpshooter, bonus action, activate my right, and I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
Okay, so that is, where did my sheet go? There it is. 3 minus 5 is 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. I didn't specify it was a snit stick. Oh well, I'll do it next time.
Probably not a good thing. And probably a good thing it's not a sit stick because it would have hit Reiju as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to do it from the other side, so that's fine. Oh god, it's been a while since I've done this. It's my right is a D6 still. Okay. Cool. So, that's 7 piercing damage. Excuse me.
Okay.
And 3 fire damage.
So a total of 10.
Yes. And I used my bonus action to activate my right, so that unfortunately is all I can do. However, I am gonna move over here just so I have some cover and can kind of just peek around the corner and do my thing. So
Okay.
yeah, that is all I can do.
All right. Zelark.
Zelark is going to point over here and
Point over where?
hold on. There. And he's going to do what he does.
It better not be fire.
Fireball? What's that?
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire in that cube.
And that's to make sure that they can't go invisible, right?
And everyone gets a
Advantage. Unless they
on
make-
attacking them.
Was
Unless
it a
they
dex save?
15.
All right. So the one that's currently attached to Reiju is going to make it.
Okay.
The other 2 are illuminated in the fairy fire.
All right. And then I would like to bonus action hide. And that is 17.
Okay.
And then I'd like to, if I can, go behind this pillar. Oh, shit. Wrong thing.
I would like to make an AoE.
Yeah. Didn't mean to do that. Then I'd like to move behind this pillar if I can.
I can't move like that. You can move here.
Okay. I kind of wanted to go around the pillar and make my way towards the
Yeah.
angel. So,
Okay.
and just get to the other side there.
Anything else?
That's my turn at the moment. That's all I got.
Okay. Jesus, this thing is a G.I. Joe command center.
Any pilots?
It can carry up to 6 medium creatures or 8 small creatures inside of it.
Ooh. We can replace the raft with it.
So as combat begins, the angel begins to like move, and as its eyes, like its head lifts up and looks around, eyes flashing this very bright yellow light, and you hear threats to knowledge detected. Combat mode engaged. As it stands up and it spreads its wings and it flies up in the air a bit. Looks around. And scans, and Zelark, you see its head just like look right over to you.
Does it look like it's making eye contact with me in a way?
Yeah, like it knows you're there.
Again, just look up at him. It's like,
and it, how, like, as he could only move half speed right now because he stood up. So he's gonna go there. But you see it pull back its hammer, and it begins to glow with like this red hot energy, and it points it at you. This molten beam of fire flies towards you. So I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
I'm good at those. 15.
15. I will just say right now, you are lucky this thing is not at its full power.
Thank God.
Because at full power, this thing does 13d8 damage.
Woo.
So you are going to take 22 points of radiant damage.
22. Okay.
As everyone just sees this radiant beam of light erupt from this angel's hammer, and as it slams in and through Zelark, you can see a burn appear on the wall in an outline of where Zelark was standing, or is standing.
Oh shit.
Snit.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't particularly like doing this, but I think I'm going after the bigger threat in the room. Bonus action, I'm going to command Scrappy to attack one of the snaky thingies. Where are you? There you are. Okay. And then
So which one? The one directly in front of it?
Yeah,
probably.
the one in front of you is currently attached to you as well.
is that attachment making anything difficult for me?
No, it's just on you.
Okay. I need this card to tell me what I add to your spell attack modifier. Okay, there we go. Does a 23 hit it?
Yeah, a 23 most definitely hits it.
Okay, so D8 plus 10 points of force damage to that construct. There.
Let me check something here. Okay, 10 points you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I am gonna go with this for the first round. I'm gonna move over here. I know that probably. And then from there, my action. So that was 10 feet of movement. My action is going to be my breath weapon has a metallic dragonborn. It's because when copper, it's acid damage. So cone at an angle from me to hit, to not hit Scrappy or Reiju. It's a 15-foot cone.
Moment here. Because I have cones. Specifically for these instances.
Ooh, it's animated.
Indeed.
Why are you throwing up on them?
I want an angle to hit those other ones.
Wait, how? Hello, mouse?
Oh, burning hands? Yeah. So you're hitting the two, one in front of Scrappy, one in front
Yeah.
of me.
Zoom crashed.
Oh, that's fun.
I guess we got a donation too.
We got a donation. Why didn't that pop up?
I don't know. I just got poked.
You
and
know
they're
why
like,
I
"Put it
didn't
Give me a sec.
pop up? Because I'm a terrible person and didn't put the new extra life link into Streamline.
Give me a moment, chat.
on." Good you, sir.
Like Zoom, it just keeps saying it's crashing and won't allow me to close it. All right, hopefully that fixes it.
There we go. Woo!
Nope, that doesn't fix it.
Oh no.
I'm just waiting for Fox to let me in.
The creature is Zoom.
I
No,
mean,
the
it's
future
definitely
is
his
not
fault
Let
Zoom.
too.
me.
The future is not Zoom.
It's just as faulty though.
I think just today is a day where everything breaks because I don't see our extra life widget in our panels all of a sudden. It's just vanished.
All right, I'm gonna try opening. I'm gonna try opening the Extra Life page and see if Zoom doesn't break when I do that. Yeah. Gilly donated $100 to Extra
Oh,
Life.
is that a deck pool?
That is a deck pull.
Oh,
That's yeah.
Gilly.
And
Refund
if,
my
if
wish.
you want a bag,
Gilly, thank you so much for that $100 donation. Give me a moment here. I'm trying to get to the donation page to see if
HB Fox.
HB Fox pulls.
You rolled one of the dice, or that I made to determine that, didn't you? So those dice, every single one of them, hate me.
So let's
don't know
resolve
why.
this first. So you said you wanted to angle this?
Yeah, I should be able to. That's that.
No, it's a different
That's not-
angle, like a different shape.
What's that? Say that again?
It'd be a
You'd have
different
to step off to the
shape.
side.
I did step off to the side. There's a reason why I put myself there.
Oh man, I can't see anything because
That template does not work for the angle that I'm working on. Okay, let me just draw it.
This is a 15-foot cone.
He wants the he
Yeah,
wants
it's
the
a
burning
15-foot
hands
cone
one.
if you're doing it straight in front of you.
There's another one. It's the one that kind of looks like a right
It's a triangle.
Can't always get what you want.
I mean, yes, you can. It's templated this way for a reason.
There you go.
Okay, so hitting those two and not the one right in front of you.
But that doesn't have the cool.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry it doesn't
I
have
don't
the
know.
cool animation.
I think these
I don't
jank lines
care about the
are
cool
fucking
animation
sick.
when it comes to hitting the enemies that I want to hit.
Lame.
Yeah, because like I have the cones. And it's why is it different if you're firing it straight ahead, but it completely changes if you angle it?
Because that template is aligned to the squares, the square orientation, and it's not the same if you're angling it differently.
So it would be that.
Yeah,
Sure. It hits two of them.
Does
Or
it
three.
hit the two that I want to hit?
looks like it.
Yeah, because like if you were to angle
Okay,
it,
if it hits the two that I want to hit, then that's fine. I don't
Okay.
care.
so what do they need to make any sort of save or anything?
Yes, they do need to make a deck save, please.
All right, so first one makes a natural 20 for,
Well, then obviously that's says.
and the fucking cameras froze again.
Yep.
I honestly think the cameras are inconsequential at this point. Like
Do
these
you
robots.
need me to do it on my end going forward? That way you just snap back in?
No,
Okay.
I hate you, Zoom. See, this is the thing is I need to like join and then leave again in order for it to work. Yeah, see, I have to join and leave once in order for it to work. Okay, so the first one got a natural 20 for 21. The second one will get a 5. And
That
the
does not
third one
save.
will get a 17.
Okay, that one will stay. So anything that's saved will be half of this. But 14 acid damage is the roll.
You said 14?
For acid,
Okay.
yes.
All right, they are still standing.
All right, so I use 10
Question.
feet of.
Question. The one that's on you, did you hold your arm up to breath weapon? Because it's this one right here. is attached to you.
You just said that it was attaching.
I'm just I just want to know, I just assume you angled it so it was in the way.
If you can get it in the way, then that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I would
Okay.
love to.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Anything else?
So, yeah, I used 10 feet of movement, and in this form, fly speed is 60. So, let's say I used because
You used what?
You're
Sorry.
roboting again.
I'm
There you go.
flying. I'm flying up towards this thing, this creature, with whatever movement I have left.
Okay.
I've got a 60-foot fly speed. I used about a third of my movement on ground, so let's call it 40 feet. However, I can get to that thing in the air.
Okay. It's only about 5 feet off the ground. It's only using its wings pretty much to hover at this point in time.
But whatever I can do to get around behind it is what I'd like to do.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself then.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. All right, so before we get to the leeches, Fox. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, 10. 21 cards are at your disposal.
21 cards.
The full deck.
It's a terrifying thought.
Well, minus the 2 dangerous ones.
No, those are in there.
But even though it's for extra life?
I mean, I could take out the insta death one, which I believe is, which one is that? The one where you have to fight death?
It's
That'll bring it down to 20, right? So let's let a d20 decide which card gets pulled. Card number 15.
15.
Fish.
I swear I will murder that deck if you push.
Yeah, it's pretty much I'm taking out the void and the skull. The other ones you can save people from. Technically, you could save. Actually, no, you can save people from the void. It just becomes fun. $15, you said?
Yep. Well, it's what the dice said, not what I said.
So, this happens at least once in every campaign. Callie, as you're standing there in combat, your body's still tingling from the use of Herona's eye. You see something sort of slip out of Syra's pocket and land in your hand. Because Syra has a deck.
Oh, shit, that's right.
I forgot she did.
Yeah.
And as you just
We all did.
instinctively snatch it out of the air.
Have it in my inventory.
And when you look at it, you see a card with a very comfortable looking throne on it.
Again? Again?
So
Don't you have one like every single freaking campaign? Jesus Christ.
you gain proficiency in the persuasion skill, and you double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill. In addition, you gain the rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, and you must clear them out before you can claim the keep as yours.
Pretty good, all things considered, I think.
But with that said, the leeches. So the one that is on Reiju, you begin to feel this strange, almost sucking sensation on the arm that it's attached to. As it does another 4 points, it does another 4 points of damage to you as it begins to drain your blood.
Oh, wonderful.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Great. Well, hey. With my +0, 17.
Okay, you're not poisoned, so that's good. The one
Nice.
that's on Snit will do the same thing and drain 4 points of health from him. And I need a Constitution saving throw from Snit.
19.
19. Okay, you are not poisoned. The one that's next to Reiju is going to try to make an attack against her. Is gonna miss with a 12. And then the one on Scrappy does a 16 hit. Does a 16 hit Scrappy, Shadowfox?
Yes, I believe it does.
All right, so Scrappy is going to take 6 points of damage, but it does not latch onto him because Scrappy ain't got no blood.
You said 6?
6.
Okay.
Oh no, it does latch on the Scrappy. But it seems you can hear whirling from this thing, is almost as if it's trying to pull pieces of Scrappy off of it. Reiju.
Reiju is going to back up 5 feet and is going to pull a Zelark and fairy fire the remaining 2 without hitting herself or Scrappy.
Okay. So the first one is going to make a dexterity save of 14. The other one's a 5.
All right, so let's see. That uses perfect. Right,
What's the save on it, or what's your spell save?
Spell save is 14, so 1 makes it, 1 does not. And with the free action, she's going to reassure the group. I really don't like these things. They're suddenly inconsequential. And with that, she's going to use her bonus action to spend a key point to go into the dodge position.
Okay. So, after Reiju's turn, there's a whirling coming from inside the angel itself as a back compartment opens. As you hear deploying countermeasures, and this swarm of mechanical beetles flies out of the back of the angel to engage Snit. And it's going to make an attack against Snit. Ooh, natural 20 for a 25. Is this are we doing brutal critical? Or no?
I believe we are in this one.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry, Snit.
Ooh. So that's going to be 54 points of piercing damage. And then another
I'm sorry, did you say 54?
54. And then another
Yeah, don't even bother down.
and then another 7 poison. Though, because they don't really distinguish friend from foe, that the leech that was on Snit is also destroyed. Syra.
Okay, that changes my plan. I don't have a way of getting to him fast enough. Don't think. All right. Well, let's start. 5, 10, 15, 30. So I can move to there. I will healing word because that's all I can do from this distance right now on Snit. It's bonus action. I'm gonna do it at do a 3rd level so I can give him as much as I can.
Okay.
Right, yeah. 14 points of healing to Snit.
Thank you.
Yep. And that was my bonus action. As my action, I'm going to cast a cantrip, Primal Savagery, which basically makes my body transform. And so I've got, I guess that's more of like during an attack. So never mind, misunderstood the spell.
Okay.
So it's more of like a momentary thing in the moment casting. So yeah, I guess that's, let's see, 30 feet. Am I within 30 feet of an enemy? There's one. I'm gonna cast the cantrip Thorn Whip instead and whip him good.
Okay.
The little leechy guy beside me.
The one that's currently attached to Scrappy.
Yeah.
You have you have advantage on the attack because it is fairy fired.
Ooh, not 20 with that advantage. On a cantrip, but hey, you know, I'll take what I can get. So it's a total of 27.
Okay. Oh, that hits. I thought you meant 27 damage.
Oh no. Damage is going to be just double dice, so 9 doubled is 18.
18.
So
You
18 points.
crack that thorn whip and it just splits this leech in two as its parts fall to the ground.
Anyone else needs healing? Get close to me.
Mina.
Oh. All right. Can I get a visualization of a 20 radius circle?
A 20 radius circle?
Yep, because that's how big my well is.
Oh
Or
god, the
my
gravity
magnified
well?
gravity. Yep, it's 20 radius, not diameter. We've been doing it too small.
Shit, what would I use on this? I have a AoE I can use.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
40
fireball.
diameter. Yeah, it's
It's
a 40 diameter.
It's a
Circle.
fireball, but gravity.
Oh, is fireball that big too?
Yeah. 20-foot radius sphere? Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a column, yeah?
No, it's I believe it's a sphere as well.
Oh, like a semisphere or like a...
It's
Damn.
an orb. Yeah, it's an orb, I believe. But
Okay, cool.
I mean, everything's on the ground anyway.
It's
so-
fair.
Semisphere is pretty much a sphere on the ground. Oh no, it's 20 foot. It's 10 foot. It's not 20. 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius?
Yeah,
Oh,
So
it's a 10-foot
you-
radius?
10-foot radius.
Okay.
It's 20-foot diameter.
Yeah, 20-foot diameter.
Okay. Let's see. Where do you want it?
Yeah, but we were still doing it like well, I can't see it because I.
I can see it. It's 10 feet up.
Okay,
from,
all right. Yeah, okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. I need to do it from a point. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, that's 10 feet radius.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll have to put it somewhere where it only hits the big guy. That's holy shit. That's big.
Oh, that's big.
No, I'm making it a 10-foot radius.
That's
Oh,
more than
I-
a 10-foot radius.
That effect on there is 10-foot radius. The highlighted area is much bigger.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you just
okay.
fixed it.
yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
the or
Not
okay.
peeing anymore.
Yeah.
Cool. So, just on the big guy, huh?
Just on the big guy?
Yeah. I think I could probably center it on him, like on a point, and I think it just covers him.
It is the same size as his token, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I can
yeah.
just unleash the full gravity on. And it has to
Was it
make a
flying?
constitution.
Yeah, it's
that's-
flying right now.
So that's
Oh.
gonna do something else too.
Yeah, alright, yeah, so it has to make a constitution save throw.
Constitution save is going to be, where are you? That is going to be a 28.
It definitely makes it. My saves are fucking dumb.
Well, he has a plus
So-
9 to Constitution save.
Yeah,
so-
my con is only my save spell is 12. On a failed save. Okay, yeah, so it only takes one. Alright, roll 2d8 and then the half of it. Where's my d8s? It's 1. I need to find where all my dice go. Alright, whatever. Okay. 5. 7. So, would it be 3 or 4?
7? It would be
Yeah.
4.
Right, yeah, so it takes
No,
4
it'd be 3.
damage.
It would be 3.
Yeah. And it suffers no reduction to speed. Oh, until the start of your next turn, any object that isn't being worn or carried in the sphere requires a successful strength check against my spells.
In
DC.
order to be picked up,
Picked up or moved. So anything on him that's like not.
being worn or carried.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing he's got is his shield and his hammer.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tried.
All right. So we are getting close here to the end. So since we are at the top of the order, let's go ahead and hit the pause button. And we will
I want to
continue.
heal Shadow Fox.
Oh, you're going to have to wait until the next time we play.
I'm going to forget it by then. Sorry, Shadow Fox, you're on your own.
One more round. One more
It
round.
happens.
I
Oh,
want to go
man.
play Guilty Gear new characters though.
You
Oh, this
would.
was a. This was.
I mean, he's not unconscious anymore, at least. So
It's
Yeah.
true.
True. Yes.
So we are going to hit the pause button, and that is going to do it for us tonight. I put all my cards back in my deck here because I don't want to lose any. I could throw the wish card out. We don't need that.
There you go.
Damn.
But
The last recipient of the wish card, Minako.
that is going to do it for us this week. We will be back in 2 weeks here. So, what day is that? That's the 12th. I'm gonna say, yeah, that is February 12th. So we will be back here on February 12th doing another episode of Withered Wastes, but this is not the only show we do. Currently, on Mondays we have Mass Effect Horizons, which is our 5th edition Mass Effect game, which is run by Zorro. On Tuesdays we have Season 3 of Destiny Forge, which is getting a bit interesting now. A little bit of backstabbing going on here and there, so I'm interested to see on how all this is going to play out. On
Plans for this Tuesday, man.
the next
Plans.
the upcoming Saturday, on the 5th, we have another episode of Wayward Wanderers, which is our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign that Azerin runs a couple people through. And on that Saturday as well, we will have another episode of Behold Lore, where we will have our special guest Siva, as well as we will be talking about the people of the season 3 continent of Odag. And then next week, same rotation picks up, but on Saturday we will have another episode of Withered Wastes. So until then, though, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you on Monday.